What's up, man? What's up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Roddy Rod, and I just got a couple of topics we can talk about today. And as always, if you want to join in, you can always hit the links, come up, or like it says at the bottom on the bottom banner on your screen, just type join in the comment section, and I can just send you a link. I'll do that. Matter of fact, I gotta send somebody a link. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Um, this is my first topic because it's been popping up on my timeline recently. I'm gonna have to raise my camera up. It's too low. Um, you've been having this epidemic of these white female teachers that's being engaged with these students, underage students. And you know how black people we typically get stereotyped as being hood, ghetto, loud, um, boisterous, just over the top, right? But I think it's really something going on with a lot of these white female teachers because hold on, I gotta adjust this camera. My damn mic was muted. Anyway, I'm all discombobulated right now. Let me just start over. Nobody's in here anyway. It's been an epidemic of these white female teachers that's been messing with a lot of these male students. You have the stereotypes when it comes to black people that we're loud, obnoxious, boisterous, over the top. We like to fight, ghetto, things of that nature. But in these cases, these are just white female teachers that are constantly getting caught assaulting, having sexual relations with these male students. So is that something that's rampant in the white community? Is that what they do? Like they say about black people, is this how y'all act? Because if it is, something needs to be done about it. We need to get some laws in place. We need to have more vetting of these white female teachers who are getting involved with these students and seeing why all of y'all want to be teachers. What's going on? Because y'all obviously not teaching. Y'all looking for companionship, sex, fetishes, All of these things. But I got this story here. Like I said, I found a couple of stories that's been coming across my timeline. This one teacher in Illinois named Christina Formella, she was involved with a student, and I think some text messages came out about her. Well, it came out, but that was going on between the two of them. Let's check it out.
All right, so these are some really disturbing allegations. A teacher at Downers Grove South High School, who is also a soccer coach, is now facing sex abuse charges. That teacher, Christina Formella, is accused of assaulting a 15-year-old boy allegedly inside a classroom. NBC5's Natalie Martinez tonight has reaction from a school board meeting.
A troubling statement led off the packed public hearing tonight in Downers Grove regarding a special ed teacher and soccer coach, Christina Formella.
This morning we learned that a DGS teacher was arrested and detained by law enforcement. The teacher was arraigned this morning and charged with aggravated criminal sexual abuse and assault of a current DGS student.
In fact, the meeting was mostly about district finances and gathered dozens of community members. Still, district members are concerned.
We are heartbroken for the victim and also for the hundreds of students, staff, and family who trusted this teacher.
District 99, in a statement to students and families, said in part, Formella has been teaching our special services department since the 2021 school year. She was a volunteer soccer coach starting in the fall of 2020 and had.
I wonder, was she involved with maybe some of the special ed students that she's teaching? Because these people, they actually have like a fetish. They have an addiction. So she's looking for young boys at the school. She could quite possibly just be looking for somebody to take advantage of, as some of these special ed students are. Because she may get away with assaulting one of them and maybe them not saying anything.
And has been on the coaching staff for girls and boys soccer since 2021. In an 8-page petition to deny pretrial release, DuPage County State's Attorney's Office points to explicit text messages from the then 15-year-old boy and then 28-year-old Formella. She allegedly had sex with the boy inside a classroom at Downers Grove South High School in December 2023 when she was his tutor. Formella was also his soccer coach when he was a freshman. The two allegedly started the inappropriate relationship with flirtatious texting.
We will also be
That's how it starts. She probably offered to be his tutor. Because she's a special ed teacher. What would make him think that she could be a good tutor for anything? Not saying that special ed teachers don't have some type of degree or they're not knowledgeable of anything, but I mean, why would you not just go to a math teacher if you got issues with math, or language arts teacher if you got issues with English, or a science teacher if you got issues with science? Why not do that? You get involved with the special ed teacher. What, you just walk up to the special ed teacher, hey, can you tutor me? I'm having some issues with my math. What would make you think that? That's why I suspect if that was just a setup, maybe they were flirting, and she was like, yeah, ask your mom, tell your mom you need a tutor. And okay, I'll tell my mom I need a tutor. And then I can come over your house and nobody will think anything of it. The mom leaves the teacher there with her son, thinking, oh, it's just a teacher, I got to run to the store real quick. Things happen. But that's the question. Like, is this an issue in the white community? Is this a thing? Is this something that happens behind closed doors a lot, even with parents in the home and the kids? Is that something that's going on? Because we hear a lot of cases about that, about the parents assaulting a child, their own children. It's even one case that I just seen on the local news website here in my town. And the guy I actually graduated with him. We are actual classmates. He was just sentenced to 100 years for messing with his daughter. He was messing with his daughter since the age of 6. They said. I think she left the house when she was 18, so it happened for 12 years. She waited until she graduated and moved out, then went to the authorities about him. I think she's like 20 now. She just had a baby. She just went to the authorities about him, and they sentenced him to 100 years in prison. Crazy part about it is, I just seen him a couple of weeks ago. I went to a store, I got some gas, and I went inside this store. And he was working in there, and it was kind of shocking because he just never seemed like the type of person to be working in a little store like that. Just a convenience store. I didn't think nothing about it. And then I got to thinking to myself, well, you know what? Maybe he's on bond. After I read the story, I was like, he's probably on bond. So he's trying to make some money. And then I got nosy, so I went to his Facebook page and seen him taking a couple of pictures. I'm thinking, damn, he just taking these pictures because he know this is his last time being free. But yeah, that was just a shocker to me to know that this was a person who I actually went to school with. He didn't come off as somebody who I would think would do that, but at the same time, he was a little bit of a jerk. He was definitely a jerk when it comes to certain things around campus and around school. Even just dealing with him, the dude was a jerk. But for him to be assaulting his daughter was something that I had never imagined. And then she came out, she had a video where she was relieved. She was saying how, I'm glad he's gone. But yeah, is this some type of epidemic in the white community with these white female teachers having sex with these male students? What's going on here? Somebody talk to me.
Contacting those families whose students have had direct contact with the teacher and coach.
The student's mother, after discovering his text thread, took her son into Downers Grove police over the weekend. Formella was arrested Sunday after a traffic stop. She denies having sex with the student, accusing him of stalking and blackmailing her. Formella is on administrative leave with pay, and she's not allowed inside the school or in contact with anyone under 18 years old. In Downers Grove, Natalie Martinez, NBC5 News.
Here go the story. It's got a couple of text messages as well. I'm gonna read it real quick. Make sure y'all can see it. Okay. Text messages. It says skin crawling text messages allegedly sent by a married Illinois high school teacher to a 15-year-old student showing her professing love and pining over having sex with him. And police say it's proof she sexually assaulted the boy. Christina Formella, a 30-year-old special ed teacher and soccer coach at Downers Grove South High School, allegedly told the victim, I love having sex with you. And she's saying she loved having sex with a 15-year-old. And other lurid lines in 2023 text messages found on the boy's phone Friday. Court documents obtained by WGN9. One of them says, I love you so, so much, mama. The boy sent Formella in one text. Now, the boy, just being honest with you as a man, he don't know. He just think he love her. Only reason why he thinks that is because he's having sex with her. And I'm just being honest. He's a young man. He's having sex with her. It's probably his first time doing that. So he thinks he's in love. That's what dudes do. A lot of them. I've done it. One of the first people you have sex with, you think you love them. Oh man, we love each other. I love her. No, you just love the sex. You've never had that before. It's something new to you. It's a new feeling. The next message says, I love you so much, baby. Even though this morning was short, it was perfect. The teacher, then 28, allegedly responded. Wow. So she wanted it to go longer. I just can't even believe that they would even put this in text messages. You got folks out here hiding messages through Snapchat and shit, like, because shit disappears. They just sending straight regular text messages. I know, baby, it was perfect. Baby, so perfect, the boy replied back before Formella opined about how much she loved having sex with him. I know, baby, I love it so much. It feels so good. It's so passionate. It's so intimate. It's so perfect, the boy said. Like I said, his mind is he's ditzy, he's dingy. He just getting some. He don't know. He has no clue what he's doing. He has no clue what he's doing. Police took those messages as evidence that Formella was engaged in an inappropriate relationship with her student and was molesting him over 2 years ago. A protracted assault that allegedly began during a classroom tutoring session in December 2023 and continued until the boy eventually ended it. So he ended it. I wonder if they got into some type of altercation and he ended up turning her in. After police arrested Formella in her Chicago suburb Sunday, they allegedly found writings in her phone's Notes app that further suggested a sexual relationship with her underage student, the court document showed. But Formella claimed that material in that app was just an outlet for her anxiety and that any sexual material was only about her husband. The new former teacher has flat out denied the allegations, instead insisting she's the victim of a frame job and blackmail from the boys she tutored and coached, and that people are targeting her because she's good looking. Now, don't that sound like some BS? If you really thought this about this young man, why would you put it in your notes? Why would you send certain messages if things didn't happen? If I hadn't done anything with somebody, why would I be saying, "Oh, it's so good, it's so good," even though it was short? Why would I be saying something like that? Those are the kind of questions you have to ask yourself. Why would I do that? It doesn't make any sense. The new former teacher has flat out denied the allegations. Oh, I already read that. She claimed that one day the boy had grabbed her phone unattended, had entered her passcode. Now, how would he know her passcode? How would he know her passcode? Unless they were so close, so tight, in such of a relationship that she would have given it to him. She gave him the passcode. They was having a very intimate relationship with each other. If you married, why does a student have your passcode? It doesn't make any sense. Says had sent the message to his phone, had then deleted the message from her phone and had saved it to his phone as blackmail. It just doesn't make sense. So he knows your passcode, sends a message to his phone, deletes it off your phone, and saved it as blackmail. You lose everybody when you say he entered your passcode. How would he know your passcode? What is he doing with your phone for you to give him your passcode? You are a married teacher with a student. Formella said everybody comes after her because she is good looking and she is just a good person who cared too much about the boy, the document stated. That ain't true. if I really cared, if I was a teacher and I really cared about a student, they wouldn't have my passcode to my phone, let alone they wouldn't even be on my phone, nowhere near my phone. It would be in no instance where I would give a young lady my phone as a teacher. Two, I probably, as a male teacher, I wouldn't be nowhere alone with her, especially if I was tutoring her. If I had to come over her house, a parent or somebody was going to be present and we were going to be in the kitchen or the living room. We ain't going in no rooms. We're not going nowhere private. None of that's happening. Two, I'm not putting stuff in my notes about a student, especially sexual things, and I'm not texting them stuff about uh it was good even though it was short. I wouldn't be saying anything like that because nothing would have never happened. So I think they really got a dead to rights because none of this makes sense. It says the text messages were found Friday after the boy's mother bought him a new phone. As they were setting it up, she logged into his iCloud account and discovered them. She took her son to Downers Grove Police Station the same day and they reported the alleged abuse. Formella was charged with 2 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse and 1 count of criminal sexual assault and was released on the condition that she not enter the school grounds or have contact with anybody under 18. Now, ain't that incredible? She was released. That's all I needed to hear. She was released. When black people get into a jam or get into a bind behind something like that, or anything, period, when do you know them to get released and say, hey, just don't go over there? Especially a sexual assault. If you're a teacher, I know an instance of a teacher there. I heard it had that, but he was lied on. They didn't even let him go. They had to find out that he was being lied on, but they didn't let him go. See, I think it's something to that. I think even when white people are criminals, in their minds, they still look at them as if they're not a threat. They're not violent enough for us to have to worry about them. They're not such a sexual deviant that we don't have to worry about them being out in the streets again. But when it comes to other groups, especially black people, they always find a reason why they got to keep you, or they raise the bond so high that you can't bond out. They always look at you as violent, deviant. You can't be helped. The only way to deal with you is to keep you locked up. But even when these people commit these crimes, they look at them as if, well, she made a mistake, but she can go home. We'll let her come back when the trial starts or whatever. He goes on to say wedding photos on social media appear to show Formella and her husband were married as recently as August. The college sweethearts were seen smiling and smooching in what appeared to be a happy and healthy relationship in the images. She and her husband were student athletes together at Concordia University. Formella began teaching at Downers Grove High in 2020 after earning her teaching license in 2017. She has since been placed on paid leave. On paid leave? On paid leave. They let her go and she got paid leave. This shit is incredible. I mean, it really is incredible how they can get away with this stuff and just go home. On top of that, still get paid. Still get paid. I'm telling you, they look at these people like they're not a threat. What was the white kid from Texas from down here who killed some people who was on side of the road, like working on their car or something? I think he had done it twice. They let him go. He fled to Mexico. His mom lied about it. And I don't even know what's going on with him today. If somebody can remember his name, I want to see what's going. Is he still in jail? They probably let him go. He's probably not even in jail no more after doing this shit twice and fleeing the country. And I know y'all remember that case. His mom helped cover it up. She probably sent him there. Let him go. What was that dude's name? What's up, Chanel? I haven't got to Symone Sanders yet. I haven't got there. I haven't got to any of the topics yet. Charles says in instances like this, white women always get bailed out by saying she was a victim of sexual assault as a kid or she had a substance abuse problem, but black people are always deemed sexual deviants. Yep, always. We never get the benefit of the doubt, but they always get the benefit of the doubt. Well, she probably did this because, you know, her dad had assaulted her and her uncle, they always got an excuse. They always make something happen for these people. Yeah, she'll be fine. You can let her go. Yeah, she can still get paid leave. She'll be all right. But you know what's gonna happen on top of that? Once the trial starts and she gets sentenced, guess what's gonna happen? She gonna get a reduced sentence. She might not even go to jail. They'll say something like a 6 months prison sentence, and then do the rest at home. Some shit like that. They like do 5 years on papers. The only time I know them to really throw the book at some of these white female teachers was the lady who had a baby with the one kid, like was he Latino? I want to say that was down here too. I was a kid then. I don't really remember her name. I think she's still in prison. I think matter of fact, I think they were in love. I think they still talk to this day. I may be wrong about that, but I know at the time they were still saying, like, she was like, "Oh no, I love him. I still love him. I don't care." It's like, what? This is the only place that I know where white people can get away with some shit like this. Well, I won't say that, but in Texas, this shit happens a lot, bro. It may not make national news, but it's a lot of instances where white people do certain types of crimes and they just kind of just skirt the system, but they throw the book at everybody else. I've seen it happen too many times. I cannot think of that young man's name. He, damn headphones. Now, why did they cut the camera off? He left the country. His mom helped him. Y'all don't know his name? Y'all don't remember that case? Damn. because I want to pull that up real quick. She left him. Helped him. I mean, she helped him go to Mexico. He had hit like, I want to say it was like 4 people who was on side of the road working on a car that was, I guess, down. Maybe they was changing the tire or something. He mowed them over. And I don't even think that was his first time. He was drunk and everything. There you go, Charles. That's what they always do. They're gonna push the trial back until everybody forgets about it. Then they'll let her off with time served. That's exactly what they do. They do that a lot. They do that a lot. That's what they do, especially with these cops who kill these black men. That's what they do. They make a big fuss about it. They put it on TV. They go to his house and arrest him, and they put it all over the news. They charge him with murder. Then about a year later, you hear they dropped it to manslaughter. Then they dropped it to something else. They wait 6 more months. They drop it again. Then they keep pushing the trial dates back. Now, the first time they may show him going into the courtroom. Then the judge, we're going to push it back. We got, more evidence has been presented. I'm going to give y'all time to look it over. I'm going to give y'all another year. Then they put it in a little small piece of an article on the newspaper or on a website. Officer Mathis, he was released today. Time served. Nobody ever think nothing about it. Yeah, the lady I'm talking that was her name, Mary Kay Letourneau. That's the lady I'm talking about with the student. Let me see if I can pull that up. Thank you. Appreciate that. That was her name, bro. Mary Kay Letourneau. But I remember that one. I can't remember that young guy's name though. See, what is this? Are they still? Hold on. She got out? Oh man. Hold on, let me show y'all this. This is my first time seeing this too, so whoa.
After her affair with Billy Falau was discovered, Mary Kay Letourneau was arrested and charged with raping a child. By the time she was arraigned, she was 7 months pregnant with Billy's baby. Mary took a plea bargain, a suspended sentence of 7.5 years, with mandatory counseling and 6 months in county jail. After serving 6 months, Mary was released. She moved into a friend's house, and there was one other condition Mary had to meet. She wasn't allowed to see Billy, or she'd end up in prison. But Mary had no intention of following the conditions of her parole. She started to see Billy again. Within a month, Mary and Billy were caught together. There was another bombshell. Mary was pregnant again with Billy's child, conceived during the weeks.
Damn!
What the fuck, y'all? God damn!
That's crazy. See, I was a little bit too young for some of this stuff. I was young enough to know what was going on, but I don't remember it quite like that. But yeah, this was her name, Mary Kay Letourneau. I don't remember that dude's name. I always thought he was a Latino, but he must be a Filipino or Hawaiian or something like that. But this is crazy, dog. The courts tell her to stay away from him. She don't. She do whatever the hell she want to do, and then she ends up pregnant again. Wow.
Weeks she had been out on parole.
Within weeks of your release from jail, you purposely violated the conditions of your sentence.
You didn't mind serving 7 more years?
I didn't believe it was going to be that long. I felt certain that what had happened procedurally in my case, that it would.
Look, they don't even expect to get punished like that. They don't even expect it. They don't even expect it. They like, well, damn. They don't even expect it. Oh, if I get caught, they just gonna give me, a little slap on the wrist. I'll go home. But as black people, man, we fearful of everything. Man, if you steal a piece of candy, what is the max? 5 years? You can expect to get 5 years. Because with us, they got to set an example. But when it comes to white, especially white women, they take it light. Black folks, you gotta every instance. Well, we need to set an example. They're gonna throw the book at you. Shit. She didn't even expect to do 7 years. She thought she was gonna get a couple of months again and get to go home.
That it would be taken care of. I thought maybe a year, maybe 2 at the most.
But the judge was furious. She sentenced Mary to the full term. After serving the full 7 years, Mary was released in August of 2004. Accompanied by a swarm of journalists, she registered as required by law as a sex offender. Billy was now 21 years old. No longer a minor, he could have contact with Mary. How much time was it after you got out of prison that you were in contact with Billy?
Oh,
a day?
Not too many hours after the no contact order was lifted.
Have you been intimate with Billy?
Well, what we most like about this part of our life right now is that it's nobody's business.
Mary, was it worth it?
That's a yes. For anybody that's slow out there, if you're having a hard time to decipher what she's talking about, that's a yes.
I don't look at life that way. I do my best. So if you asked me that question, did you do your best through every situation? I can say I did my best. I did.
They always look at these white women as innocent because they put on this little face and I did my best. I'm not really a bad person. I just had a sex with a couple of students. We gang banged. I didn't think anything about it. We had a couple of drinks. We did some homework, sat down. He rubbed my legs. He was nice. He was a nice young man. Yeah, he cooked me dinner. Then one thing led to another. And all the young men, um, we went upstairs, and it just happened. I laid on the bed, and one thing led to another, and my panties were off, and we were under the covers, and I was pregnant, and um, it's I really enjoyed it. It's not bad. Let me stop. She said, "Did they vilify?" I don't think they ever did. I don't think they ever vilified the young man. I don't ever remember that. I never recall that. I think they was always just like, why does he keep going back to her? They kept trying to put in his head that you was sexually assaulted. Like, this isn't normal. But he never accepted that. He never accepted that.
I did do my best.
10 years later, I asked her the same question. I want to ask you what I asked you 10 years ago. Was it worth it?
Where I am in my life,
Can I cut you off?
why not?
Can you ask exactly how you asked it? And you just reply, yes.
Wow. What's up?
We are gathered here today to sip some tea, honey, so make sure you guys have your
What's up, Doc Kent? What's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna be on her for a minute. Yeah, you can come up. I didn't put the link down there, did I? All right, send it again. There it is. You just used that one. I didn't put it in the chat box. But yeah, these stories just keep popping up with these white female teachers having sex with these students. I mean, it just keep coming up. And the question I keep asking is this something that goes on in the white community? Because when it comes to black people, they think of us as thugs, criminals, loud, obnoxious, over the top type of people. So if that's our stereotype, is this y'all stereotype? Y'all become teachers and then try to have sex with students? Because I know in high school that was a thing for white women. Not the teachers, but the white girls. They would go to these parties and always be having sex. All the white kids that I know that I played football with and sports with, they would always talk about these parties. Oh yeah, so and so she sucked my dick, and I mean it would be getting crazy at the. It's like it's stuff that even like as a black kid you would think like, damn, I'm a young, I want to do that too. Man, they doing all kind of stuff, the gang bangs, you know, the train, going out to the car and all of that shit. I mean, it was going on with black people too, but like it was almost like a fantasy with them. You like, damn, they be getting it in. And then they make no bones about it. Oh yeah, I hit her. Yeah, I had sex with her last weekend. Ah man, she a hoe. Somebody sleeping with somebody girl. I mean, everything you could think of was going on with these white kids, bro. And they always claim that like black people like overly sexualized. Some of them are though, because we see these instances that we got these female rappers that are constantly pushing this whole culture, which I don't like. So something that really pertains to white people, they actually push it on black people, and then they get some black people to go out and promote it. Chanel said, I guess she got too old. He had to answer for it, didn't he? Chanel said, I wonder if she feels if it was worth it now since he is filed. He filed for divorce. He filed for a divorce. It's probably why he divorced her, because he probably felt like she was never standing on business, like they say. When she asked her, did she regret it? Was it worth it? I mean, and she took a long time to answer. He probably, like he did, he wanted her to just answer the question. But she didn't. Took her too long to answer the question. Here goes another story. This one was from February 28th. The other one was from Washington Post too. Let me give you out the source. It was New York Post, and it was by Alex Oliveira. It was published on March 19th, 2025. Now, this story is by Zoe Hussein, published February 28th, 2025, titled Texas High School Teacher 35 Back Behind Bars for Sexually Assaulting a Male Student. A former Texas high school teacher is behind bars again for allegedly sexually assaulting a young student in connection to an incident that led to her arrest 3 weeks ago when she was charged with having an improper relationship with the student, according to a report. That's another bullshit charge. Having an improper relationship. Call it what it is: sexual assault, rape. Call it what it is. Molly Colleen Spears, 35, an arts and language teacher at Barbers Hill School in Mont Bellevue, was charged with 2 counts of sexual assault of a child and transferred to Chambers County Jail on Thursday. Spears was already indicted on February 8th on the charge of an improper relationship between educator and student for an incident on June 12, 2023, according to the court records and local outlets. That's why I say they don't really expect much to come of it. That's the reason why she did it again. It's nothing. They're gonna let me go, or they're gonna give me a slap on the wrist. So, hey, if I wanted to do it again, I just do it again. Spears allegedly engaged in sexual contact and sexual intercourse with the defendant, a student of Barbers Hill High School, and communicated through text message to meet the defendant on February 8th, the indictment said. The new allegations stem from the same case of an improper relationship between an educator and a student. So she went back. She was first arrested on February 11th after she self surrendered to the Chambers County Jail, where she was released after posting $50,000 bail. Her bond has now been set at $200,000 according to cops. In Texas, it's only 10%, so she need to come up with $20,000. Spears, who stated working at the Barbers Hill Independent School District in August 2021, resigned in June 2023. Molly Spears worked as a high school teacher for Barbers Hill ISD from August 2021 to June 2023. She resigned earlier this month, a district spokesperson told the outlet at the time. Per policy, the district will not confirm any internal investigation into any matter. It remains unclear why Spears wasn't taken into custody at the time. Ms. Spears was first notified of the charges 2 days ago, and we acted immediately to get the bond set up and in place. Defense attorney Christopher L. Tritico told KPRC2. Ms. Spears looks forward to having an opportunity to confront the allegations and to finally put this matter behind her. State records show her teaching certificate has been listed as inactive since September 2024, with the educator under investigation for alleged misconduct. If convicted of the second-degree felony, she could face up to 20 years in prison and a maximum $10,000 fine. What's up, Dark Camp?
What up? What up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. What's going on? What's the word? What's the latest on here?
Man, I was going over these before I had got into my topics. A lot of these couple of cases that came down my time. Well, I had seen one the other day, and then I seen one today, and I'm just like, damn, is this something that goes on with these white female teachers that's constantly messing with these high school students, middle school students, actually not just having sex with them, but they trying to form these relationships with them. You know what I'm saying? So when they always classify black people as like over the top, ghetto, violent, they try to associate us with these certain type of things. My question is, can we associate them with this type of behavior? Is this something that we should be looking out for when it comes to our kids? Or our kids subject to go to school and see these white teachers and get assaulted? Because when they see black people, they get fearful and they think, oh, he might rob me, or he might be violent towards me.
Right.
Let me lock my car door when he walks by. Which is crazy because I actually,
Man.
now that car door shit, I've experienced that, and that's insane, bro. Like, just I done walked in the like to the
Right.
mall and walked by somebody's car and heard the door lock. I'm like, damn. The first time I
I would like
experienced
to.
it, I was like, damn. Go
I
ahead.
would just like to know, bro. Where was these teachers at when I was coming up?
Man, see, and I think that's why
Man,
they think they can get away with it. Cause we didn't have
man,
that, bro. Well, I never ran across
no,
no
man.
teacher like that.
I've had like older women, or like old women teaching this shit, man. Man, I ain't gonna even hold you, right? Man,
Well, I'll take that back. It was one teacher I know,
I was in school
and I
today
hate
at
to
the.
put it out, bro. I hate to put this out there because I don't think nobody from my city is really listening like that. Not right now, but it was
Uh
this
huh.
teacher. She was messing with the football players, bro. It was one dude that had a good scholarship. He was going. His brother ended up playing in the league. All this shit. She was smashing him. Now I know because I lived on the same street as him, right? And I seen it with my own eyes. So I know. But go ahead, man. I ain't gonna get into that. You still there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, man. I ain't gonna even hold you. I would have been knocking them down, bro.
See? I mean, but that's typical. You know, when you're a young man, bro,
Right.
you'll do
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? Because all of these
Right.
cases with these guys messing with these teachers, like the case I had just read before the article, he was talking about it was so good. You know, he loved her. But you know as well as I know, bro, when you that young, that's possibly your first time getting some. So you
Right.
just think you in love. You just think that you like this person. But it's only because you're experiencing something that you haven't experienced before. That's the
I
reason
would have
why
been
you
looking
feel
at
like
it.
that.
I would have been looking at it as I'm getting the experience, and I would have
That's
been
what I'm
knocking
saying.
them down.
That's what
I
I'm
would have
saying
been
as a
knocking them
man.
down. I wouldn't been telling too many people. Man, I would have been knocking them teachers down.
But see, as
Young
men,
as
we
they
we
are,
we really think that. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, bro. Because I probably would have too.
I ain't gonna even
But
front. Right.
I think when we get older, that's when you realize, damn, like she was probably preying on me, or she, she assaulted me, and I just didn't realize it because as a young man, my emotions are just all over the place, and I just want to get some. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know.
Right.
So
I wouldn't even. It wouldn't even cross my mind. I'm thinking of a sexual assault or anything like that. I just would have been knocking something down. Man, I would have been knocking them down, Rob. I'm sorry to
I look,
say,
hey, I get you,
as a
I
young
get you. But
man,
what
I would have
I'm
been
saying,
knocking
but
them
when you
down.
got older, you would have came to some type of realization that that wasn't the right thing to do. And at that time, you would be
I
cool
don't
with
know
it. See,
if I
well,
would have
hey,
got.
and that's you then. That's you then. Because see,
Yeah,
I had an experience
yeah.
with a relative where she
Uh,
was, I ain't gonna say too much, but she didn't assault me, but she was trying to at the time. And at the time, something told me not to, because what had happened was I was at her house and she was in the bathroom. She was taking a shower. I was in the living room watching TV. And she was like, "Hey," I'm not gonna say my name. I started to say my name, but she was like, "Hey, come down. Come here, come here, come here." She poked her head out the bathroom. She was like, "Come here, come here, come here." And I'm like, "What?" So I peeked around the corner and she was like, "Come here, come here, come here." And something just didn't feel right, didn't sit right with me. So I didn't even go down there, bro. And it wasn't until I got older. I really didn't think nothing about it. But once I got older, I was like, bro, I think she was trying to sexually assault me. Because what she did do, she kind of put her titty out the door, almost like, you know,
oh,
trying to entice me, like, come here, look at this, I'm naked or whatever. But like I say, I was so young. I want to say I was probably about 8 or 9. So I was at this stage where like
oh,
I was just like, oh my
okay.
God, you know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
even
probably too young.
I was
I'm
too
thinking
young.
this is this like some high schoolers or middle schoolers or this
Well,
situation here
these
that you
cases that
talking
I'm
about.
talking about, they high schoolers. That's why I'm saying I
Okay,
think
yeah,
when you in high school, bro, you don't care. It could be a
right. That's what I'm
teacher
thinking
that's
in that mind
fine.
frame. Yeah.
Yeah, when you in high school, bro, man, somebody give you something, you gonna fall in love. I don't care what nobody say. Somebody give you some pussy, you gonna be,
I
I love her, I love her.
even I probably would even in middle school. I probably would like if I was like
Middle school
eighth
too.
grade or
Yep.
something like that. I probably
Mm-hmm.
would have. Man, I would have tried it. I would
Mm-hmm.
have been. And hey, I'm sorry, ladies. I would have been mannish as hell. For real.
So would
I would
you?
have been mannish as
Okay,
hell.
just like this Mary Kay Letourneau case. If you was that guy and you love that teacher, or you think you loved her, would you go along with that?
Go along with what? Saying I'm in love with her?
Going, yeah, get saying you in love with her, letting her do her sentence, you getting married to her.
Nah, nah. I wouldn't be. You know, it was just something that happened, knock you down. I would be on to the next, on to the
You'll be
next
on to the
teacher.
next. See, but see, what I'm saying is, when it comes to boys, bro, our emotions are different. To us, it's
Yeah,
really just about some sex, bro. Like that's
I
what you want
know,
to
and
do.
that's when them
But it's still a
teenage
criminal act.
hormones is raging. I wouldn't. Hey, I ain't trying to press no charges. If I'm high schooler and I ain't. Hey, she ain't assault me. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Right.
That's
She
how
didn't.
I.
But the mom found the text message. That's this on the last story I
Oh
was
yeah,
reading.
mama.
The
Yeah, mama
mom
find it.
found
Yeah.
the text message and made him go downtown and report it.
Uh.
You on mute, Chanel, if you saying something.
Yeah, I'd be like, Mama, what you doing? That lady ain't do nothing to me. She was teaching me. I was. We
Mm-hmm.
gonna learn today.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Chanel?
What's up, Miss Lady Chanel? You finally
Hi.
joining us.
Hey,
Hello.
Oh boy.
Chanel's in the building.
I'm not going to start today.
What you say?
I'm not going to start any ruckus today.
Oh,
What?
bull crap.
You ain't finna start no mess?
I'm going to be nice and sweet today.
She gonna be nice today.
Oh, I thought you was finna come up here and try to shame us.
No, because I have a lot of comments on this actually.
Go ahead.
Well, I'll say for one, my brother, Debo, he was 15, and one of the ladies that he used to talk to was 21. And my mama knew about it. And at the time, it wasn't no big deal.
Cause you know
She
what?
got him
At
a
the same time,
job.
not to cut you off and justify this. You know, it was some grown men teachers too that was knocking some high school chicks down, junior, seniors, maybe even sophomore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was knocking them down. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, some 16, 17-year-old girls in high school. We talking like a gym teacher or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I'm a product of that. My son's father is 9 years older than me, and like, so like during the R. Kelly era, that was like normal. It wasn't.
Hmm.
I don't.
It wasn't frowned upon.
No.
It really. Oh, Chanel, you was being fast
Mm-mm.
in high school.
Mm-mm. No. No. Yes. I mean, of course. If we want to say that, yeah, of course, yeah. Everybody was. Even the
Yeah.
guys, like the guys.
But let me ask you this,
Age was.
Chanel. Now, what
Yeah.
what what is the thing? Because as most of us know, a lot of the females, man, the ones that I went to school with, they would be messing with those older guys. Not like no 29, 30 year, but they would be like 21, 20. You know what I'm saying? Getting in the cars with them after school and stuff like that. How do you feel about that now? Maybe then most girls think, okay, I got me an older type of guy, or he was here last year in school with us. But how do you feel about that now?
I guess I would be a hypocrite to say I would say something negative because I was that girl.
Hmm.
So I would be a hypocrite. As long as say if I had a daughter and she was 17, 16, and the boyfriend was 20, I mean, that's what, 4 years difference?
Yeah.
Now, if she was like like a nerdy type of daughter who didn't know anything and couldn't, I didn't feel comfortable, then that would be different. But listen, as a 16-year-old, I knew things that old people didn't know. I was very, very mature because I come from an older family too. My parents is older, so I knew things. I was just more advanced in that way. And my little cousin, she feels some kind of way, like with the R. Kelly thing, and me, and it's like that was normal. Like I'm not saying R. Kelly in Pacific, but during that time, like the girl that he was peeing on or whatever, she was 15. I was 15. We're like the same age, right? I didn't get peed on. But her
When I seen
parents,
that video, I couldn't even
I
believe
saw
that
the
she was
video.
15.
It was a cassette player. You had to have
Yeah.
a tape.
Me and my friends was watching it, and when they said she was
Yeah,
like 15, I was like, damn, she does not look like she 15, bro. I'm like, she got to be like 19, 20.
I was going to clubs at 12, right? And
Mm,
with my cousin, everybody is older than me. Everybody is older than me. I've always dressed older. I always was mature, and it wasn't no. I didn't never felt like those old men never took advantage of me either. Never. I'll tell
mm-hmm,
you this. By the time I got about 13, 14, I knew I should tell them actually my real age. Because a lot of times girls will lie about their age, like they'll be like 16, they'll be like I'm 18 or whatever. Girls be lying about their age, first of all. But
why
I
why do you think so many people try to act like, okay, we get it, people out of high school messing with somebody in high school, all of those different instances, but why does the majority of just society tries to act like younger women don't like older men, and they try to make it seem as if it's something that's really really bad? Like, I get it, if you a student that's in high school, somebody that's immature, and whatnot, messing with somebody that's a little bit older and maybe more mature. But even then, we know instances of people who like 38, somebody my age, and if I get with like a 22 year, they be like, man, you a pervert, man, what's going on? They try to make it seem as if you just some big weirdo, when we know in the past it was always people like, I want to give my daughter away to an older man, somebody who's more established, somebody who has something going on, and I know he's going to be able to take care of my daughter. What is the deal with it?
I'm not sure, but okay, maybe, maybe older men are not as mature as they used to be anymore, and the young girls are not as mature as they used to be anymore. Maybe
You
I'm
could be
not
right.
really
I'm not
sure.
disagreeing with you.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
your
really
opinion.
know because I've asked young women, so it's not like old women are saying this. There's young women that are saying this. So it's not like you got older women that's like hating. You know how some older women be like, oh no, you don't know. These are actually young women that do not like older men. So
Hmm.
maybe something happened in between you and our stage of life and these new generations that knew like a 33-year-old think a 40-year-old is old.
Hmm.
I'm like, really? At 33, I'm dating somebody in their 50s. But you know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm. I think as people get older, that changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, the
But in my
older you get, you start to
20s,
look at people like, nah, they not that much older than me. They could be like 10 years, but they like, that's not that old to compared to me. But when you
I'm
young, you think,
yeah.
oh my God.
40 is so old. But maybe
Hmm.
I grew up with older people, so I had more access to older people. But
Hmm.
maybe I don't really know because it was weird to me because we just had this conversation a couple weekends ago, and I'm just like, wow, the disconnect. I mean, like she would say, all black men are violent.
Hmm. That's
All black
strange.
men are violent. Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm like, wow, I don't know how to address that.
Some people already have certain things embedded in their
Hmm.
mind and they can't get over
It's
it.
sad. It really hurt me because I'm like, damn, you never had a good person, like a good male in your family. What about the man in our family? Maybe she feel like they violent and don't care. I don't know. I
I
never
think too,
experienced
what
that.
happens with a lot of people is on their first experience, if they get a really, really bad experience, it just messes them up. You know
Downhill
what I'm
from there, and
saying?
I think that's exactly
It's
what
like,
happened.
man,
I
yeah.
think that's exactly what happened, and I can't relate to that, so I don't want to address it. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because I never had that problem. Because I would like, I remember this one person. He tried to sexually violate me. I kicked him in the nuts.
Mm.
But my mama told me, she was like,
Y'all was alone together?
yeah. Thank God it wasn't a family member, but it was close. It's always somebody kind of close, right?
Hmm.
And so, yeah, I kicked him in the nuts and I ain't never had no problems again.
Now look, check this out. Now what is this gonna be a little bit controversial, I guess, but you can answer this too, Dark Kent. It was instances when I was younger, and it'd be like relatives, maybe not close relatives, but maybe you go to a family reunion, and people would be hunching and not messing with each other, but they would be they would be grinding on each other a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like now, it's crazy when I see some of them. I think they always like we was just young, just doing stupid shit. But I would never try to make it seem as if, oh, they sexually assaulted me, and I just think we was all just you just at that age, you just kind of horny, kind of. You know what I'm? You don't know. You like just trying out something. You have no idea what you're doing. What y'all think about that?
If Kent want to talk about it, I definitely have some comments. But if Kent want to say something,
Sounded like somebody came off their mic. I don't know.
oh, that's me. It keep changing. Oh,
It's muting you and unmuting you or
yeah.
something. That's
And I
crazy.
don't even. I'm not even. Oh, I'm cool now. So yeah, I've had that happen. A family reunion. You don't know who's who, and they're trying to
Mm-hmm.
holler at you, but you actually find the cousin attractive, right? And so what's funny is that I found
Yep.
out this one particular cousin was adopted. I was like, oh, thank God. But yeah, so there are cousins that
So
you
I
do
had that same
attractive.
instance. Go
Like, oh
ahead.
God, thank God. But I have seen some cousins that I ain't never seen a day in my life, ain't seen since. I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
talking 1993.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think there's like a natural bloodline doesn't um take away attraction at that age, but you just have to know, like my mom always talked to. I know in the back of my mind that's wrong to do. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's normal.
Mm-hmm.
People
All
act
right,
so
I'm back.
weird.
They act like I know. I'm with you. People act
Yeah.
like they never done this, so this has never happened, and it's weird. It's like,
I
bro,
never got humped by my
everybody's done it.
cousin, but they definitely wanted to hump. But
Mm. Man, I had a female cousin. We was like playing a game,
yeah,
and
she
she
was
just
like,
came in the room and just like grinded on me, bro, like a lap dance. I was like, what the hell? Man, you at that
Man,
age, you just don't know what the hell is going on, bro.
it's
hey,
it's
we used to have a game that we played
I go
back
get
in
it.
Milwaukee. High and go get it. That's
Gotta go
it.
get it.
I used to love
Uh
that game.
oh. Uh
I used
oh.
to love. See, look, Chanel already knew. I could before I could even take the words out of my mouth. She already knew. See,
We
Chanel
grew
was
up.
fast. She was
Yeah.
fast.
I was not fast. The
Yeah,
boys was trying to high go get it with us.
yeah. We thought we was doing something dry humping.
Y'all wasn't doing nothing. Right. That's what I was saying, dry
We wasn't
humping. You
doing
wasn't doing nothing.
nothing.
You just experimenting. But thank
I've
God,
been and chased you down and grabbed your booty and ran
Uh
off.
huh.
grab and they'd be like,
Uh,
ooh.
Mm-hmm.
right.
So yeah, it's normal. It's a part of life. And that's why you gotta keep a close eye on your kids at that age.
You really do. Because
It's
that's you,
normal.
you know you mention that, but it's funny because when you have kids, you be like, nigga, I used to do that same shit. So if we go to a family reunion, I'm gonna be like, where you at? Hold on, y'all need to
That's
stay
your
where we can
cousin.
see you.
That's your
Yeah, yeah,
cousin.
yeah.
And you gotta tell them, hey,
Yep, yep.
thank God my mother was
Mm-hmm.
very honest and open with me. I really
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that about my mother. And that gave me the strength to be say no, like that. So
Mm-hmm.
just talk to your
But you
kids.
say ain't you like the youngest of a lot of kids?
Yeah. So my
See,
brothers, they was always there. So nobody really too much mess with me too much.
and then too, your parents had already experienced a lot of things. So by the time they got to you, they was like, we might as well just be honest with her. We didn't deal with this so many
Yeah.
times.
But I had a lot of free time though.
Because they
Like
were
when I was
older.
14, my curfew was midnight.
Damn.
Wow.
And yeah, I had a lot of free time. And in fact, well,
Sheesh.
I
That was never gonna
had
fly
my
at
own
14
car and
in my house.
everything. Hmm.
Right.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I was
Wow.
trustworthy, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yes,
trustworthy up
you were.
until about 17, 16, 17.
yeah, that's
And
that.
then I
I'm
start,
grown. I'm a man.
let me I'll be back at 11. Nigga, I'll come back home at
At 2,
3.
3. Mm-hmm.
They mad, you know what I'm saying? I know they're gonna be mad when we wake up. What time did you get in the house?
What you
No, I'm
say?
lying. I'm gonna say shit, 12, 1. They're like, nah, nigga, we stayed up to about 2 o'clock waiting on
You
you.
wasn't
You
even
never
there.
showed up.
I just told my son to be honest. Forget it.
Yep.
Just don't come home with no babies, Lord.
Yeah. That was, hey, now
Mm.
they did. hit me with that a lot.
Yeah,
Don't bring
just
no babies in here.
y'all gonna do what you gonna do. Especially
Mhm.
young men. I can't do nothing with that. So yeah,
Well,
I
I
don't.
was kind of different. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was times where my friends, like, they would be want to go, run the train and let's go do
Oh,
this
y'all
with this
was
girl.
freaky.
Oh man, I had some crazy friends. But they was
Oh, y'all
always
had
trying to
some freaky
look.
friends.
I had some crazy friends. I'm telling you, they was putting
That's
stuff on tapes and
not
everything.
uncommon and not unheard of. How they
I
do
knew
But
a
that.
I
girl. She
couldn't
had
do it. I
crazy
couldn't do it.
friends.
Like, believe it or not, I'm one of them guys. I was like, nigga, I don't want to be around y'all
That's like
smashing
a
somebody.
homosexual.
Yeah, that's how I'm telling you. That's how I felt. My friend, they'd be like, "Man, we finna go do this. Hey, you coming?" I'd be like, "Nah," and they just couldn't believe it. They like, "Nigga, you ain't coming?" I'm
Oh,
like,
y'all gonna be naked
"Hell
and,
no."
I just tell my
Oh,
son
you
like
don't be in
Yeah,
that.
front of
like,
them.
Yeah, like that's
hell
weird.
no, bro. I ain't trying to do nothing with y'all. That's if I'm gonna do something, it's gonna be y'all me.
You
That's
know who
it.
put me up on that game? I hate to say it, but it's true. Michael Eric Dyson.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, he used to talk about homo thug something like um bitches over money, my niggas over bitches, or like how in the rap game it was all about my homies.
Mm-hmm.
Your pants singing
Money
down.
over bitches.
Yeah, thank you. And like this, I'm hanging with my guys all the time. Always hard legs, and I got to thinking about that like my early in the early '90s. I'm like, that really make a lot of sense. Why you want to be around a bunch of men all the time? Because I don't want to be
Right.
around a bunch of women all the time.
Exactly.
I'm trying to give me
Right.
a guy and we gonna hang out or whatever. And she gonna get her guy,
Right.
they gonna hang out together.
That's
So
what I
maybe
was
Right.
on. I was like,
I
bro,
was.
I
friends
want
is
a chick for myself,
homosexual.
man. I don't want to be with y'all niggas.
Yeah, it's
That's what
homosexual.
I was on, man. I
Hmm.
mean, I kick it with you fellas. Then at a certain time, I
Yeah, you
want to
want
be
to get
around
to your
something soft.
lady
I want
I'm
to get to
softly.
my
telling you,
lady.
like,
Right.
I'm
I'll
ready to
holler
go.
at y'all tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you drinking too, because you know
Remember I
how that
said,
go.
hey, 10 times out of 10, you more likely to get in trouble with your guys than
Then
you
with the
could have been laid
lady.
up with your lady.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? You stay out of more trouble. I guess that's what kind of worked out for me. I stay up under my lady a lot in the evening. Didn't get into no trouble. I hear about other people getting in trouble and shit.
You ain't gonna unless y'all Bonnie and Clyde. But,
Right, that type of thing. But
Yeah, I
yeah, I
was
dodged a
always
lot
into
of
being by
trouble.
myself.
Mhm. I want to hear this Simone Sanders thing though. That's kind of
Oh, you didn't see it?
I have I I had a really rough day today.
Oh Lord, what happened?
This way work. This work related.
Mm. Somebody was getting on your case.
Nope, I'm dealing with y'all boy Trump
Oh man, what did he do?
Well, he cutting the Department of Education, he cutting the
for the
funds.
fundings.
You
Yeah.
signed the order.
Hmm.
He signed the executive order cutting the Department of Education
Oh yeah,
funds
that's
or
right.
something like that. So
How is that messing with you?
I work. I'm a nonprofit,
Mm,
and my funding is through the government.
mm.
but
So
he's
they
They
gonna
leaving
have
it
get your
up
not
to the
paid
funding.
us
state.
since January.
You, you said y'all haven't been paid since January?
That's correct. And they also have a pause on mass communication.
Mm.
So today was the
Because he's
first
trying to
day.
put the
Hmm?
go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
oh, today was the first day that we actually got a email with some
Y'all give
kind
me a
of
second.
okay, instructions or some kind of
Mm-hmm.
um, where to go from here. Today was the very first day since January something, January 20th, somewhere in there. Yeah. So even if I was to email our grant officer, they can't say anything because they had a mass pause, a mass no
Right.
communication. Yeah, and they also did not release any funds.
Well, I'm sorry you feeling that wrath, baby.
Oh, I'm definitely people. I know
Hopefully,
people feel love Trump, and I'm not dissing Trump or anything, but I'm affected by it. Plenty of us are affected by it. So yes.
but it seems to my understanding he was trying to put the control back into the states for them to decide, put it back to the states for as far as them deciding what they how they want to fund education and things of that nature. And it's some people that or parents, I guess, it's been said that some are. don't think that's a bad idea. That way they can have a little more control on how they want their kids to learn and that sort of thing. So
I can see that, but I don't get education funds though. So let's just say, like, if you
okay.
already been granted funds, like it's already been secured, and he put a hold to that. So at least let us get what we've already been granted, and then revisit it. But I'm not getting education. That's
Mhm.
totally separate. That is totally separate. I do not get education funds.
Mm.
I do work in education, but I don't get those funds. So he's holding funds up that's already been granted. That you did all that hard. It's hard to get a grant from the government. It's not easy.
Yeah,
You
I
did
bet
all
it
that
is.
hard work, and here he come, and he just shut your stuff down with no explanation or
Mm.
anything. Yeah. At least just give
And
us what we're owed, and then when we apply for the new, the new grant, then yeah, put those stipulations
right,
in place, right? It's like you got a mortgage. You've been paying your mortgage, and your mortgage has been
right.
$300, and all of a sudden it's $1,000. You're like, well, hold on, my mortgage stipulates. That's how it is. Yeah, it's set in stone. You got once your this loan is for how many years, and you done did all the work for those years, and then here you come and is stop it.
Put it on freeze.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you don't know if you're gonna get that money back. You can't pay your employees. You have bills. You have everything, all your expenses. Absolutely.
Man. Hopefully it come to his senses
I do
and
too. But the court did a thing, and he just kind of ignored it because the court was like, "This is kind of unconstitutional because we
right.
can't do this." But he just ignored it because we was hoping, okay, okay. That was on Friday. That's Friday. He just ignored it. So we don't know.
You don't need no funding, Chanel.
I do. I need. Listen, I got bills.
Well, it's my go over
I'm
here.
gonna try
So
to
if
go
he
find.
says shut you down, we shutting you down. No, I'm
I'm
just
gonna
talking
try
shit.
me a GoFundMe. That's fine.
I'm just talking shit. Let me see where I'm at. Simone Sanders.
Yeah, that's your girl. That's your boo.
Oh hell no!
You
With
like
that
those
bald
like
head.
that. I know you like
Mm-mm.
that. Them broad
Mm-mm.
shoulders. Yes.
I'm
She'll
good on
tackle
that.
somebody down for you though.
I'm good on that. I'm good on Simone Sanders with the bald head. Y'all can keep it.
I think you like
Simone Sanders, who
I
was
mean,
that?
some women be cute with a bald head,
yes.
but
Oh,
she
kids
ain't.
don't know Simone Sanders.
You don't know Simone Sanders?
Who was that?
She was wasn't she Biden's press secretary or something like that? Or
She was
she
Kamala's.
real quick, and I think they let her
They got
go.
rid of her. She was like
No, no, no,
Kamala's.
no. I take that back. My bad for cutting you off. She was supposed to be, and then they took her out. Cause remember the whole campaign, he was campaigning. Well, she was campaigning for him the whole time, and she was supposedly supposed to be his press secretary. And as soon as he won, he swapped her out, bro. It was hey, he
And
did
gave
a
her to
they did her
Kamala.
dirty. Mm-hmm.
Gave her
They
to the
did her
vice
dirty.
president. That's not like no big
Mm-hmm.
role.
Because first she was
Wow.
with Bernie,
Mm-hmm.
and then she ended up with Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Joe won, he didn't even give her a chance. They just got out the
You
paint.
want that? Yeah.
Mm.
So they really used her to push their message. That's what they was doing.
That's what they
But
always do.
yep,
Would you say they used her like a winch,
Yep.
passed her around,
Yep.
yeah, oh yeah,
A
oh
dirty
yeah,
one
empty
too.
promise, empty promises?
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
You do all this hard work. You put all this hard work in the campaign. It takes a lot of work. I want to interview a guy. On a side note, Rod. He's a part of the Democratic Party. He does the campaigning for a lot of the Democratic Party here in Michigan, and I really want to interview him. We can get some questions out of him.
If you could set it up, I'll do it. You know, and I'll let you have it,
I'll
and
have some questions.
I
I'll
sit on
let
the
you know. I've
bottom.
been thinking about that, just to kind of, you know, not
You know
to.
what? You do that because it's a Republican guy that I met on TikTok. He be on Newsmax, and I'm gonna try to get him on her. And he's
Yeah,
a
just
he's
to
a
kind
black
of
Republican.
see. Yeah, this guy's a black. young guy too. He's like your age, if I'm not mistaken.
See, maybe we can
He's
get
like
him
the
to,
campaign manager, for a lot of the Democratic Party here in Michigan.
Okay, yeah. See if you can set that up. I'm gonna see if I can get this guy to come on here because, like I say, he
That'll
be
be
on
interesting.
Newsmax. So, and he started messaging me first, and I'm not
Oh yeah, you
I'm
should
not
definitely.
nobody popular, but
You are
yeah,
somebody.
I think I am
That's what
for
I've
the
been telling
time
myself
being.
all day today. So you are somebody.
I'm somebody to somebody, ain't I?
Somebody. At least your parents
I'm telling you.
and your
Or
daughter.
my
Like that's
daughter. Well,
right. That's
she
somebody.
already asked.
Right,
Hey, I
absolutely.
was gonna say something. She asked me about a damn tattoo. I said,
Oh
"Oh my
no,
god."
tell her absolutely not.
Whew. I don't even want to talk about it. She was talking
Tell
about
her
a
no.
tattoo.
But tell her wait till she's 25
That's what I said.
and
But
then revisit
I
it.
get so much pushback from other people. It's like,
Yeah,
man,
take it from me. Don't do it.
that's what I told her. I said,
Hey,
especially as a female, you don't want to start marking up your body and stuff.
Don't do it.
right. And you know what? It'll seem like the more you be against it, the more they gonna probably
I
want to
I'm
try
know,
to
telling
right?
do
you.
it,
I
I'm
know.
telling you.
or
That's
gonna
why
do it behind your
I
back.
didn't want to push so hard on it, bro. I said, nah, I don't do it. And then,
Well,
I
if
try to
you
put all the stipulations. Well, you need to get a job first. And you need to do this. And then
right, yeah,
maybe
that's a
if you
good one. Graduate high
that
school to college
yeah,
first.
yeah, yeah. And that
Yeah,
shit didn't
that's
even
good.
work, bro. I'm like, bro.
What about if she got somewhere can't nobody see? Like, I don't know.
See, first she said it was gonna be like a little bitty one, right?
Yeah.
Now she talking about it's some big one that's gonna be on her phone. I
Oh
said,
no,
Oh
it
oh
wow.
need to be somewhere that
no,
nobody can see.
man. Look, I'm
She's not a
just.
female as a young lady,
Woo.
right? Oh, that's right. Oh,
Hey,
yeah, Patrice, put him.
maybe
But
maybe
I
just
don't
tell
like
her
that term either. It didn't bother me
just
before,
get
Patrice, but you're right.
wait. Just get why don't you think about this a
Hey,
little bit?
Patrice.
What's up, Paradise?
Oh, Paradise. I'm sorry. I can't read. I'm sorry. Paradise. I saw some Patrice. I'm sorry. Hey, Paradise.
What she say? She's not a female as a young lady,
Because you say
Rod.
females.
Oh, what happened? What? Hold on.
No,
What? Correct me.
you say females for women when you're talking about women. You say that all the time.
What up,
I do.
Paradise?
Hmm.
Oh, is that like derogatory or something?
A lot of women do not like that.
For real?
Ask
Okay. Well, y'all gotta
Paradise,
correct
and
me.
she can give you a great example. There's a lot of women who don't like it.
So I'm supposed to say young lady,
Well, your daughter is a young lady,
but what am I
right?
supposed to say? Okay, I'll say young lady for like the teenage girls, and then what else?
Ask Paradise. I don't want to speak for her. She can tell you a lot more.
Headphones done went off.
What did he say wrong? He said young lady.
No, no, he was saying female. Female
He
sounds
said
like a
female sounds
robot.
like a robot.
Oh,
Okay, what am I? Okay, for young women, I'm supposed to say young women or young lady, and then for older, what am I supposed to say?
Oh, bro, no,
Women,
I'm joking. Oh, bro, no, I'm joking. I'm joking.
scallywag, bald head,
Scallywag,
scallywag.
old chick. I'm
wow.
not. Don't pay me no attention, y'all. I'm sorry.
I do, but you know what? That's really a Texas thing because I know a lot of my friends they say female, female, female. But I was always saying it just to try to.
So I'm just like,
I don't
you
know. I
got
think I'm
these
being
males out
neutral.
here. These males ain't doing nothing. These males out here. These males. This
That don't
male.
bother me though.
Mhm. That's what I'm saying. That's why I want her to answer that because I've heard that for a few years now.
I heard black males, males. I hear that a lot. It just don't bother me. I'm a male, but then you got so many transgenders and stuff like that. So I guess I
Right.
call myself specifying it
Right. You got to. Shit. These type of times, man.
because you could say young lady, but that could mean a trans woman. Or is it a trans woman or a trans man?
Transformer.
Trans woman or a
Transformer.
transformer?
I call him a man.
Yeah, man
He's a
or a
man.
woman. Okay, I could use man. I could say woman. I could say that.
Okay, she's
She
more
said
than
she.
a female.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I try to stay away from the female. I can't help it. I'm not, but I ain't gonna explain. I'm not being derogatory though. I'm not. I promise I'm not.
Nah,
But I
I
get
don't
what you're
think.
saying.
There was this thing going around before I got on Twitter. guys will say females instead of saying the bitch.
Oh, okay. So
Like,
so you saying if they said female, then they was really wanting to
I'm
say
not saying
the
that women felt
bitch.
that way, and I was like, I never even thought about this, but as Princess says, she says she's a princess. You just have to remind her how important and beautiful she is. So those words of affirmations, I agree, because my father never called me a female. Like that's yeah, I guess that would be kind of
Did I
weird.
call my daughter a female?
Um, I didn't hear it, but maybe Princess
Mm.
did or did not hear it. I'm not sure. But just women in general, maybe like just saying. But I guess that is like a generalization. I don't know.
I get what you're saying. No, I get it. I get it.
I don't know.
I'm not opposed to it. I'm
This is
not
kind of new for me as
giving you
well,
no
so I'm not
pushback.
sure.
But I
And
know,
I
I know
understand
what
what she's
you meant,
saying.
Rod. I mean, I don't think you saying it in no derogatory way. You were just
Mm-hmm.
identifying what you
Yeah,
you represent of the two human beings,
yeah.
because it's
You
only
called.
one
Oh, she
type.
said, yeah. You
It's
called your daughter.
a male and a
Oh, okay.
female. It's two types of human beings, male and female. So you just
Mm-hmm.
That's what
classifying
I
stuff
usually
into
use it as, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I
men.
get it. I get it. Paradise. Okay, I'll stop saying that. It's just a habit. But yeah, I'm not trying to be a certain type of way. But yeah,
Yeah,
I can
incels
do
say
that.
it now because they don't want to. Incels say it because they don't want to address a woman as a woman anymore. Like she's, you know those red pill manosphere incel type of
Mm-hmm.
dudes. They didn't.
You know what about that red pill though? I think some people kind of get some of them people confused because it's bad actors in that. You know what I'm saying? So it's really be dudes that's incels. So and they really don't like women.
They
So they
don't
be saying some
like women.
crazy shit and then they get popular and they make it seem as if it's all the red pill
Generalization.
content. And that's not what it is.
That's how I felt with Kevin Samuels. It wasn't Kevin Samuels. It was the people who listened to him and took it to a whole nother.
Yeah.
Because I remember I had one of my first podcasts was what I agreed on Kevin Samuels with, but it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
him. It was the people who listened to him, and that kind
Mm-hmm.
of maybe people didn't like him in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like I agree with a lot of stuff he said.
Man, if you go into some of those pages of those people who who used to be on like Kevin Samuels or any of these so-called red pill podcasts, go look at them. Like I didn't clicked on them and went to their YouTube page. They look like incel dudes, you know. So the ones that's talking
See,
crazy, they be the incel dudes, you know what I mean? But
they were the
what the
loudest
actual
one.
person is saying
Yeah,
is not like he's bashing
I
on women. He
agree.
just telling the truth, you know what I'm saying? Just
And they
telling how
called
he
up to
feels.
the show asking for questions, and he was like,
Mm-hmm.
so that was funny. Yeah. All right, so I'm ready for Miss Symone. Hey,
Uh-oh.
Miss Paradise, I do appreciate you correcting with the female thing because I didn't even catch it because I'm just so numb to it. So thank you for reminding me to as well.
Yeah, me too. Cause I like I say, I wasn't being derogatory or anything, and but I get it. If y'all feel that way, I'll stop doing
I
it.
agree. I don't say females, but I know what she's saying. I didn't even think about it, but she's
Hmm.
right. All right, so let's hear what Miss Symone Sanders got to say. I want to hear this. She left the Democratic Party. Is that what's happening?
It wasn't. She said it, but you know, it's a short clip. But you know, I'm like you. When I heard that, I was like, I wanted her to be like, I'm done with the Democrat. I hate them. You know what I'm saying? She just said that she was registering as an
Hey,
independent.
do you got that clip with Angela Rye and she told the white guy don't touch
Don't
me?
touch her.
Yeah,
Yep, I
you got
got it.
that clip. Okay, play that to
Yep.
us. Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
All right. Hold on. Let me go ahead and let me
Let me
play this
mute
while I'm
myself.
doing the other
Wednesday
one.
that you want to fight, and then on Thursday you cave. And so now Republicans know that all they have to do is play Democrats, and it'll work. $1 billion cut from Washington, D.C. I'm a D.C. resident, and I'm pissed.
Yep.
Okay, so, there's actually little that the Senate minority leader can say and the 10 Democrats that voted with the Republicans can say to appease somebody like me. I'm about to change my registration to independent. first and foremost. There's not another option for Senate or Democratic or Senate Democrats or House Democrats to effectively push back. This was it. They blew it. The Democratic Tea Party was born the same day that Chuck Schumer took to that podium to read that very well-crafted statement that told us he folded like a paper napkin. Well, and that's why you signal on Wednesday that you want to fight, and then
Okay, you hear it? So she just said that she was going to register as an independent. You know, it wasn't too much more than that. It wasn't like you was expecting like it to be a big thing. I know. That's how I was. I was like, man, let me click on this. Let me see what she gonna say.
I do believe that in reality, I was talking to a heavy Democratic fella the other day. Can I say fella?
No, that's derogatory.
Fella.
No, I'm playing.
And he was like in his
Playing.
60s, I'm gonna say, because he was retired. And everybody's always so
I'm offended.
You offended.
I'm
You
offended.
offended. I said fella. Not old fella. And he's very so quick to down Trump and everything. It was fine, I don't care. But I said, don't you think the Democrats need some work to do? He said, yeah, I do. I said, well, how come y'all don't talk about that? I said, man, you're right. I mean, like, it's almost like it's an older cat. Y'all so quick to talk about Trump, but never talk about the party that y'all voted for.
They never do that.
And why you think that what they're voting for all these years, whatever they've done, you never said nothing. And now that you have this new black grassroots who's actually calling y'all asses out, because it's not Trump that's calling them out. It's black people that are saying no. Because like right now, I don't have this conversation with my cousin because Lord Jesus, but I probably will have to eventually. I get what y'all saying, yeah. But y'all never called them out when they was in office. Y'all never said nothing. You knew about because you worked in education your whole life, cousin, and you ain't said nothing. So now, I mean, what do you expect? Your oldest grandson is about 30, 40 years old, and you ain't said nothing.
That's how I feel. I'm just like, man, y'all raising all this hell and look what the Trump administration is doing. They doing this and they doing that. And this is what really kills me about black people when it
Get
comes
it
to
off your
this. It's
chest,
like
Chanel. I feel your vent. I feel you.
this is what
You
kills
need to
me about
release
it.
that. That's good. Open up. Talk about it.
Thank
Say how
you.
you feel.
They'll get out here and say stuff like, oh, he said this. I don't like that he said that. I'm like, what he said? What about what he's doing? Just like what are the Democrats doing? Are they doing anything for you? You don't even say nothing about that. You just if they don't do nothing for you, then you just dismiss it and you give them a vote again. But if Trump says something, then you upset and you like, I just can't vote for him because I'm like, what? Because he said something? That stuff like that just don't make no sense. It's like we so caught up in our emotions. What about the policies? Just like the Democratic
That's all
policies.
it
What are
is.
Democratic policies working for you? No,
Emotions.
it's emotions.
Emotions.
Do y'all think? Because I'm thinking now. Do y'all think? Because it says it was kind of always the premise that Democrats can't do nothing. You know what I mean? We can only do a little bit.
I know where you're going. I already know where you're going, but go ahead.
I mean, we can't give you the cake, but we can give you a little bit, and we're gonna move it from there. They've been saying the same old trope for how many years? And now that you see the Republicans that came in and just was like, fuck your couch. That's what my brother say. Fuck your couch and fuck them kids. We about to go up in here and we about to
learn today.
we gonna learn today. And they like, oh, I mean, maybe y'all can't. We could have did something because it's being done. And now y'all talking, oh, I'm gonna go with independent tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
How long has Chuck Schumer been the House, whatever they call it, the head person of the
The
whatever?
majority leader. He was the
Yeah.
majority leader for a
How
while.
long has he been? For a while.
He was for a while when they had control of it. Of the
And we
Senate. I mean, the Senate. He's a senator,
Senate.
ain't he?
And
Mm-hmm.
now, because they're losing all of their
Nancy
seats.
Pelosi was the House.
Okay, she's not, and now did she lose that? Because I think now,
Yeah, yeah.
so
It's
now
that
y'all
Mike.
losing
It's Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson. So y'all losing all of y'all seats. Nobody is supporting y'all. So now you want to jump ship.
Mm-hmm.
What's that song by Kendrick Lamar and Rihanna? Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't got no loyalty, and y'all don't have no VIPs, no
Mm-hmm.
values, no interests, and no principles. Y'all all
That's what
full of shit.
I was telling people that I know. I was like, bro, that should have told y'all a lot when Trump got in there and he was doing stuff instantly. And you mean to tell me we had Barack Obama, he had the House and the Senate, and nothing was getting done, but he did something for the LGBTQ community? That alone should tell you that this was some bullshit. They could have been done all of these things. And then when the Doge go to seeing what all his money is going, it's billions of dollars is going to crazy stuff. And we've been asking for reparations and we can't even get it. And they had the power to do something. I'm not saying that they could have just cashed us out $1 million a piece, but they could have done something. They
You know
didn't
what they
even
could
do
have
it.
done? They could, all people who've been Black Americans, any American. How about that? I don't even give a fuck at this point. You got a mortgage paid for.
Yep.
Your
Or if
car
you don't
note,
got a mortgage, we can give you a
your
credit so you
house,
can get your house. Yep.
your credit repaired. If you
Mm-hmm.
got a home, your home paid for, you get a development beautification where you get
Mm-hmm.
new roof, new windows, new doors. You
Mm-hmm.
want to get an extension on your house. You want to get new grass. You want to get an RV. They could
Mm-hmm.
have did all of these programs that the black people try to the Democrats, and I'm gonna say black people, try to satisfy us with. You got student loans, y'all could have wiped that all out. Y'all could have. Y'all really could. They didn't.
And
They
they
told
said,
me
remember they promised that they was gonna do it, and they didn't even do
some people
that.
say they got theirs done, okay, but not everybody.
It's a lie. You're right. It's not everybody. I got student loans. What happened? They still there?
I got mine done. Okay, that's great. I appreciate that. But let's
Or
wait.
yours got cleaned out?
No, not mine. People were saying that, and I
Mm.
believe that some people got their stuff done. I do understand that. Yes, some people remember DeVry. If we, like people,
Mm-hmm. I remember
I think
DeVry.
a lot of their kind of got theirs kind of wiped out because that
Yeah.
school is no longer
I
accredited
think
anymore.
I think that was the trick bag. The
Yes,
trick bag was to say that we was gonna clean out y'all student loans, but really it was only for those
type
schools
of
that like
yes, which
DeVry
is
and
right.
ITT Tech and
Yes,
stuff
yeah,
like that. You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? That's what it
mm-hmm,
was.
yeah,
Everybody else, if you went to a regular school, nah, they wasn't cleaning out your
yeah.
loans.
Even
Cause
if
I
you,
ain't heard about nobody going to no regular schools and getting their loans cleaned out. Just the
somebody
people
say
who they
they
claimed
did, right?
that they was like some for profit or whatever
Yeah,
they called it.
yeah. Like those things you could have did to kind of help. I mean, if we're gonna do program things, that would have been great because I was just talking about this a beautification just for the Detroit, Detroit in particular, just have those type of things. Just imagine you can do this for homeowners, people who not homeowners, people who pay their house off, or you can just give them that money in their pocket. You get
Yep.
25 for everybody get 50,000 to do whatever they need to do. If you need additional money, here goes some additional grants, to because I know how these grants work now. Now I'm learning how it works. They could have did it very easily because the money was there, obviously, right? They giving what $50 million for teaching kids overseas about condoms or some stuff. Like it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I got 5,000, 10,000 wave student loans. I'm also an income based payment plan. Okay, great. I probably need to do that too because I got my student loans as well. But that's good. I mean, I think that's good. School was not worth that much. I agree.
Exactly. I agree with her.
I
That's
agree.
man.
I
We need
agree.
to talk about that one day because I went to school, the degree. Man, look, bro. It's
I would have. What's
these
your
degrees do not afford you no jobs that's gonna make you pay that shit off. It's crazy how much you pay for a degree, only to find a job where people still say, "Well, oh, you ain't got no experience," and well, we're gonna start you at this, and it's like, so why did I even go to school? I could have just came right out of high school and got this type of pay. You know what I mean? Really, it's shit crazy.
Look, now you don't even need a degree.
You don't.
If I don't want to go through my thing. I scrapped my
I feel
degree
you.
and went through a couple classes. And I started my own business, and this is where I'm at today. I paid $30.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that something? See, I'm just into some business with my dad now. We be doing the trucking thing. So it's like,
And
if
that's
I'd
what
have
we
done that when I first got out of high school, like
yeah,
what the hell? You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree. But
I didn't need to.
we didn't have to do all this. But somehow we was and my parents told me to do it, but I'm thinking, oh no, things have changed and you know, I don't know what I was thinking. Cloud in the
Mm-hmm.
sky. Pie in the sky thinking, I guess. It's my
This shit's
fault.
crazy.
I could have been working at the plant
Look,
and
I
been retired.
had some of
I
the
could have
jobs
worked
that
at the
I
plant
had,
and been retired.
some of the jobs when I was like 21, 22. I'm like, dog, I could be making so much money. Even back then,
And be retired.
I had worked at a tire factory, right? I was making $19.
Back
This was
then, yes.
2005. 2004, 2005.
That
And
is
it ended up getting shut down and going overseas. And it's like, bro, right now, if that job was still, I'll be making like 30, 40 some dollars an hour. And I'll be on top of the world. But
yeah.
shit, they took it overseas.
That is unfortunate too, yeah.
Look at your boy
Yeah,
Benji.
that would have been some good money. That was good money.
Yep, that was good money, bro. Benji say, let me see how that wig. He on you, Chanel, already.
Oh God. I don't even see that, Laura. See, I don't see anything about
You
Benji.
don't see it?
Mm-mm. Oh, what you say? I can't see that. Oh, I see. Okay, let me see how that wig doing today. It's doing. I did it yesterday. I did my hair. It should be okay. I did it good yesterday.
Oh man.
Let me see how your wig looking. You always got something to say.
You know he gonna have something to say.
That's okay. We'll keep it.
Oh man. What was we at though?
Oh, we was gonna do the
Oh, Symone.
no, the
We
other
just
girl, Angela Rye. I
Oh
don't know what
yeah.
they was talking about, but she told old boy to you in my personal space.
Man, she's so crazy.
And
I
like
can't
they're
stand Angela
always
Rye.
angry when they're talking. It's like they always got this
You know,
attitude.
I did a video about that podcast that she got with what's the dude from Florida who ran for governor and the other chick who used to be on
The gay fella,
MSNBC.
the gay.
Yeah. I had did a I had did a I had did an episode about them and that show one time because they was crying. It was after the election. And man, that has man, I think it got like 2 or 3 thousand views. If I do something about them or Roland Martin, bro, that shit, I wake up one morning, that shit have thousands. The comments be crazy because especially Roland, them motherfuckers defend Roland to the death of them. Like they do not like you talking about Roland Martin on YouTube. They get hot.
I know what. Maybe I need to do something on Roland.
Do something on Rolling, I promise you. If you want to get some views, do something on Rolling Martin, bro. They get pissed off.
My family gonna disown me.
Hey, don't worry. My family denied this. It's plenty of people that told me they not even gonna look at my YouTube. They don't even want to see this shit. Oh, I've been in so much hot water since I started this.
I
Hold
don't
on,
put
let me go
anything
to it.
on my Facebook. So.
Oh, I do it now because I know it pisses them off.
Okay. What you gonna say
Damn.
to the family reunion? What y'all gonna say?
Oh, they don't speak to me no more. It's real.
Oh, like in real life, don't
Oh
speak.
yeah. It's real. It's real like that. They don't speak to me.
I don't.
It's real.
I'm gonna cry.
It's so real. I just laugh because, like I say, I can remember a time when my uncle was like this. He was the one. Are you trying to come up, Benji? Or is he just raising his hand?
He ain't trying to come up. He's scared.
Hmm. Now I can remember when my uncle was like this. He was like the only Republican, and we used to always make fun of him and shit. And now it's like me, like I done turned into him, and I used to be one of the ones, like man, he a Republican, hey. So I'm feeling exactly what he used to feel. I already know. I already know what's going on, but it's all good though.
Yeah, I don't say I'm a Republican. Like I already know.
Well, I say that because I voted for the Republicans, but
I'm not a
I'm
Republican.
really an independent. But still, I mean, I voted Republican, so I just stand on it. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm not a Republican. I'll say that. I'm a Democrat here, so no Democrat, no Republican.
I got you.
But I'm saying, like, you can contribute to whoever you want, and the
After a
hope is that
cooling off
they're
period.
going to know that you want certain priorities.
He literally tweeted to the members of Congress
oldest profession
that
on
you don't
earth
have to touch me.
is not.
He literally tweeted to these members,
did that
"Thank you for doing this. I don't want you to touch me. That's my
I
personal
won't ever
space.
do it again.
Thank you." But he literally says,
Wow. Hold on before I speak on that. Benji said Symone Sanders quits. Yeah, right. These people are just looking for an entry point in the reparations movement to hijack it. Exactly. That's what they doing. You remember what happened, right? You remember they was tried to reintroduce HR 40? Now what? You ain't heard shit else about it. It's only to hijack the movement and to bring black folks back because they see the numbers. See, when they get behind closed doors, they see the numbers. And the numbers are showing that they are losing black support. So that's why they come up with all these tactics to try to get us back. That's all this stuff is. Even with her saying that she's leaving, they want black people to get on board with something so they can pull where we can group them up again and then bring them right back over. That's all this shit is. Nobody's buying it. Join it to kill it. Exactly. That's all. Join it to kill it. Ain't no reintroducing nothing. They had plenty of time to get this shit done. They haven't gotten it done. It's a joke. Yep. They want to, you're right. They want to direct black people's energy, bro. That's exactly what they want to do. They want to direct our energy, get us off task, get us off topic, like you say, to hijack it and move it out the way. All they really need us
Bingo.
for is votes. That's it.
Bingo.
Keep us in power while we don't do nothing for you.
Hit the
That's right.
nail on the head.
Mm-hmm. They just need us for the votes, bro. You got something to say, dog, Ken? I mean, if I was cutting y'all, go ahead, bro. I know I've been talking.
Nah, man, I'm just like y'all. Look, man, I'm just listening. I'm soaking it in.
Okay.
I'm soaking it
If
in,
you want to
brother.
just get in there, man, go on get it. I ain't
Yeah, I know. I'm letting y'all cook, man.
tripping.
I ain't gotta add my seasoning just yet. I ain't gotta add my touch yet. Hey, y'all doing just fine right now.
You say when
I
the
ain't even
time is
got
right,
nothing.
you'll get in there, huh?
Exactly.
I got you.
I hear the babies in the back. Benji, no, that was you. You was the car carrying Democrats. I got proof, and I know it. It's okay. You voted for all Democrats. So it's okay. Benji was able to vote in the 80s. So
He
no
said he
thanks.
been voting. He been voting a different way for a while
He
now.
been voting 80s Democrat. Don't let him tell you that story.
He been on reparations and shit for a while
He ain't been on
before
shit.
we got on it. I know me for sure.
I ain't gonna say what Benji
How
been
long you been on this movement, Chanel?
reparations. Oh, that's a good
Mm-hmm.
question. Not long. Maybe.
See, he said he stopped being a Democrat
Maybe
when
like
Clinton ran.
2019 when people really started talking about it. Like, because I mean, of course, I knew about reparations, but not to this degree. And
Mm-hmm.
then when Secure the Tribe had that 30K space, because I was like a
Mm-hmm.
Pan African. I was like, I'm moving to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And
I never said I was moving to Africa, but
I was a Pan
when I
African.
started getting into the
Yeah.
reparations and shit, one of the first person I ran across Umar, and I mean, it didn't take me long to be like, this dude, I don't like this shit. It's just it was something off. And then I saw Tariq, and I was like, okay, I like what he's saying. I like he talking about FBA. I understand. It was certain things about him that I got. I'm like, okay, I like FBA. I
I've
understand that. I
always
get
loved
that.
FBA, and I would never not say that I don't, because
Yeah.
people don't want you to say that. Oh my God, they're trying to change you,
Mm-hmm.
erase you, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can think for myself, so I know that's not the case. But yeah, absolutely. I loved it, and the delineation part of it was for me the deciding factor. That was it. See, that
Yep.
changed the whole trajectory. Whether people want to give Secure the Tribe that recognition or not, that space changed the trajectory of the grassroots, what's happening today. Everybody was in that room. Everybody was in that room that
Mm-hmm.
night. I remember waking up, calling my sister, like, they still on here. I'm like, I've never been on here. I'm like, it was crazy. It was phenomenal. And it was actually it was spiritual, because they was
Man,
not trying to check
91.
for Africans. They were checking for non-Africans. And then next thing you know, the Africans showed their colors.
I
They
remember. Yep.
showed their colors that night, and it's never been the same since.
I remember Benji. He put me on. It was a guy. I had saved the clip too. I forgot the guy's name from California. He was speaking before. I think it was Congress, and he was talking about how the Latino community was towards the Black community. Of
I can see it, but I didn't know, because where
Mhm.
I'm from, I didn't go to school with no
It
African,
was some in my school, but
but not
at the end of the day,
all Black
it
America.
was crazy because I always had really felt like this about the delineation and shit.
Mhm.
But with the majority of Black people always talking about, well, we all the same type of people. That never
Yeah,
it never really got into my mind. But
yeah.
once I heard like-minded people saying this, that's when I was like, I've been feeling like that. I've been feeling like, no, we are different than these other groups.
Hmm.
Totally different. And that's when I was like, okay. When it's one of those things like a confirmation.
Hmm.
You know
I
what
can
I'm
see
saying?
that. I didn't even think about it, because in my mind, we all non-white.
Yeah, that's how it was. You was like, nah, we with everybody. If we ain't white, then we weren't the same people, but we was all on the same side.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying?
that's
And
what I
now I'm
thought.
like, nah, mm-mm,
And I'm
mm-mm,
okay to admit that. I mean, it is what it is. I
mm-hmm,
didn't, I knew about the Chaldeans and the Arabic, but that was it for me. I
mm-hmm,
only went to school with them, and they only went to school for with us a minimum a year and a half. Once it
mm-hmm.
started to become more black, they were gone. So I think my ninth grade and a little bit of my 10th grade year. After that, they were gone. So but they were like the Chaldeans were they were like black people. They were like Mexicans. They ride around, would dress like us, listen to Nas. And the Arabic was more Christian and straight, narrow. So it was interesting.
That's how everybody is. It's like, and when they start pointing the stuff out, once you get involved in some of these movements, you just like, bro, like, look, they do exactly what we do.
Yeah.
They act like we act like how
Hmm.
we act, but
But
then
they
they turn
parents,
around and don't like us.
yeah. But they actually, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna just the kids as children, it was normal, but the parents instructed them not to like us.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Mm-hmm.
a black guy knocked up a Chaldean girl, because they're kind of shaped more like black women, I'm saying over here it is. She's exiled from her family.
You said if she's shaped like a black
Oh,
female,
they typically now
black woman,
Chaldeans
my
and
bad.
Arabics are different. Yeah, Chaldeans are way more shapelier. They're shapy,
Mm-hmm.
curvy. So if a black guy knocked up her, she can't go back to her family. She's exiled.
But ain't it funny how they can operate like that? But if we do, then we racist. Like black people, we can't be like, man, I don't want you to be with no other groups. Damn, y'all racist. Well, everybody else does it.
Did you ever watch
Everybody.
Anton Daniels?
Yeah, I watch them from time to time.
At the very beginning, he used to have this Chaldean chick come onto the show. I can't. What was her name? And no, none of the black chicks like her. But the truth was the truth. She is from a Chaldean family, and they can only marry Chaldeans, but they have this black culture. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they put that, they cosplay black people. But her whole thing was, Chaldeans have this culture where you can't date black people. And that was the truth, but she wasn't racist. But if a black chick came on there and said, Anton, whatever his name is,
Anton.
Anton, why you got this, Chaldean on here and you talking about black women, that's racist. The black women will be looked at as being negative.
Mm-hmm.
But she's on there talking about how they don't even associate with black people, but they cosplaying us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Make it make sense. You're absolutely right. Anything black people do is going to be deemed as a negative. Point blank, period.
But they love to do it. It's a negative, but they love
You
to do
can't
it.
do nothing. I don't care what you do. You do right, you wrong. You do wrong, you wrong.
Man, look, I'm in Texas and I see white chicks, I see Mexican chicks, and they be, girl, you better, girl, I don't know what you talking about, girl. I'm finna, it's
No,
like,
I'm not
what?
standing with you.
They got braids and they doing, I mean, it's like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not even your culture. And I'm not saying like the bad aspects of it is our culture, but it's just like you basically trying to act like you a black American female.
Yeah,
That's what you trying to do.
and they do. They dress like us. The guys do too.
They even some of these white chicks will even get a certain type of tan where you kind of like, is she
Is she?
light skinned? Is she mixed? And she ain't even mixed. This is a white girl with a dark tan. You like, oh man. Like the chick, Whoa Vicky? You know her?
I don't know what she looked like, but I remember her name.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Like, whoa, Vicky, bro. I mean, she's a
Let me
white
see you
girl.
stand up, Benji. Let me see you stand up. If you stand up, I stand up.
What he didn't say it now.
He's telling me some stand up and turn around. I want to see you. I be live and in person. You ain't live nowhere. But Michael Jackson, you ain't nowhere to be found. What's that balloon boy? You ain't never nowhere around. You ain't never be found. No, sir.
I'm trying to see if she on her talking.
Well,
I mean,
Vicky.
she try to act like a black girl, man. I can't find. I found
That's
it, but
okay. It probably don't matter. But yeah, they all the same.
all right. Look at this. Like, tell me she don't be trying to act like a little black chick.
You know she is. That's Bo Vicky.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even. Okay, I wouldn't even know who she is. They want our aesthetics. They want everything. That's like 1990. That's how black women used to wear the biker shorts and stuff in 1990.
Mm-hmm.
The ponytail.
It's the same shit, ain't it? I'm
Same
telling you.
two step.
He said
Look
turn
at Shirley.
around.
What she? I know. Vinci funny. I'm gonna start putting my cash app in there so Benji can.
He said she
She got a lot of
trash.
demands. Oh, she's from a well-off family. Oh, but she's from a well-off family. I believe it.
No, I don't think so. Is she?
Because you see, says
I
she's
thought she
from a
wasn't. I thought she was
well-off family.
oh
I can
maybe she
believe
is.
it. I mean, I've seen.
Somebody asked me what I smashed it, right? And I was being honest, bro. I said, yeah, I would hit that. I'm just
You
being
would have
honest, bro.
sex with anything.
No, that's not no. Don't put that on me. I have
Okay,
sex with
let
anything.
me
Don't
think
do
of
me
the
like that.
attractive white guy. I can't really.
I'm not saying no. I was like, I would, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not.
Ooh.
Mm-mm.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I wouldn't like try to wife her or nothing like that.
You right, Benji. Can you give me some money so I can get a BBL, please?
He said he crazy.
Yeah, he's right. Can you help a sister out? Can you give me some down payment money, please?
You gonna hook her up? She
Hell
need to.
yeah. You don't want me to be her be better than me, right? Come on now. Help me out.
That's funny.
No, that shit ain't funny. I'm gonna put my cash
What?
app down here so I can you say no 50-year-olds should be getting BBLs. Yeah,
Vivica
that
Fox
did
just
not
got a
look
BBL.
good. That can't be a
You see that?
I did. I just can't believe that was real. I
I'm
can't
thinking, what is she?
it's
Look,
not
she went
real.
her whole life down in men, acting like she was too good for a man. Now she done got old and she in a bind. Now she need a man. You had 50.
Well, let's not put 50 because she was
Well,
still
no, but
older.
at the time, 50 was into her though, bro. Like he was really into it. Wasn't no bullshit.
Okay.
But was he not though? Was he not?
I don't know. I don't know. But that BBL, she need her
It
money
look a
back.
mess.
She need her money back.
Yeah, it looked crazy.
She needs her money back. We need to contact the surgeon, whoever, let us know who did that and never go there ever again. And nobody goes there. That was horrible.
I'm gonna say, bro. I'm gonna speak for me, but I think a lot of dudes feel like,
With
bro.
Boo Boo in the pamper.
Me personally,
Boo Boo in
I'd rather have a chick with a little booty than a
Yeah.
BBL, bro.
'Cause I was about to say
I
that.
don't want no BBL.
Yeah, let me get up. What you call those? We take all the. I'll be skinny. Forget all this.
I don't even want that, bro. I just keep your regular body.
I
If I
agree.
like it, then
I
I
agree,
just like
Rob.
it, bro. Yeah, see?
I agree.
If whatever you got, if I like it, I just like it. I don't need you to go get a BBL and do all this extra shit. If I already like you from the beginning, you don't need to do that. That's
But
it.
see, nobody liked her anymore because she probably got those fillers in her face. It looked like she got a bunch of fillers.
That's what she messed up, getting
Yeah,
that mess on her
she got
face.
some fillers in her face, and I
Just
think
like Little
that.
Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Little
Oh,
Kim was fine. She was pretty, like a natural, pretty, beautiful lady. She went and did something totally unnecessary, and it was just like I don't even like her. I don't even like
Little
looking at
Kim
her.
don't even look like Little Kim no more.
No, it don't look like a little Kim.
She look like that
Look
cat
like a
lady.
little Grim.
Mm-hmm. That cat lady who got all those That's
Oh, I
sad.
know who you talking about, that white
It's
chick
that
with all
cat
this.
lady,
Yeah,
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 just like her.
I seen that.
They need to go to Kim Kardashian and doctor.
For real.
They do a good job.
At least they did a decent
Yeah, they
job
do
on
a good
them.
job.
Yeah, they look a mess, bro. Like
Yeah,
Kim.
Vivica
Yeah,
Fox should have just 50 said he was done with her when he called himself having a serious conversation with her about his dreams and she's minimized him. I could believe that. Basically, little boy.
yeah.
Yeah, I could believe that. And he said,
Didn't she say that he was
I could believe that.
like good on the eyes, or what did she say he was
Mhm.
easy on the eyes? That mean you ugly,
No, easy on the eyes. Man, he looks good. I never thought that. No,
man. And she would have said it. She would have said it. She would have said, "No, he handsome." She said he was easy on the eyes. That mean you ugly.
I'm not gonna go that far. Easy on the eyes to me means you a nice.
You take that mean you ugly, Rob.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
I'm
because
gonna
it's
be
like
ugly.
if
Nah, I'm not going that
because
way.
most women if they think you handsome or you sexy, they're gonna say, "Nah, my man sexy. He handsome." They're not gonna, yeah, he easy.
No,
He's easy on the
I'm
eyes.
not. I'm not
What?
going that far.
That's a cop out.
Mm-mm.
You right.
I
Now
will
who's
say this:
successful and has the most money?
most
It's
women,
50.
I don't want no fine man. I don't. I don't want no fine, princey dude. Mm-mm.
What you want, Chanel?
I gotta know how to. He got dirt underneath his fingernails.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn!
You want a man with dirt underneath his fingernails?
Yeah.
Or you just want him to bust out a good 40 every week and come on home and get him something to eat?
I don't date men who drinks.
No, I'm talking about bust a good 40 hours about a
Oh,
week at
yeah,
work
like a
and come
regular
home.
nice dude. I don't like them fine, prissy dudes who take longer than me to get ready and be crazy himself. No, I'm good. No thanks. She fumbled too
She's
good.
Omar White. Who is
I don't know
Omar
what
White?
my light is. Was that her husband, the original guy? I don't even know who that is.
Cause see, a lot of them chicks back then, like Vivica, they were fine, and they just because everybody was like, "Oh, I want a chick like Vivica. I want a chick like Vivica," and they just, I think their heads get blowed up, bro, and I don't know what the hell they be thinking about. They paying for it
Yeah,
now.
a lot of women too. I was saying that. Well, how old is Vivica? She fit. No, she in her 60s, isn't she?
Vivica is let's see,
See how old she is. She might ain't 50 is kind of too young. He's 6'9". What's her husband? Right, the husband fella. Yes, okay. But I don't know what group. I remember
she's
her being.
60.
She's 60. That age group of women, an age group of men.
Omar White. This
Was
is
it's
Omar White.
interesting
Let me see. Hold up.
because I have cousins that were like in their 60 to
That's
65 year
Omar
old.
White.
It was a little tricky. These women were probably making more
Please
money.
get off the fucking screen.
On your stream, yeah. Oh, that's him. I wouldn't. I don't even. I remember her being
Trying
married.
to
Oh, that's him. That's not him, is it? He look
that's
good.
him. Damn, all this shit popping up on the screen. I'm trying to.
And he's 6'9". Oh shit.
He's 6'9". How you know he's 6'9"?
Hey, big hair. Um, that's tall.
How you know he's six
All right.
nine?
Well, Benji put it in there. Six
If
nine.
he's 6'9", then how tall is she?
Yeah, I was. She. I was. I'm probably way too short for that because I was like a bitch. Um, because she's probably like 5'8", 5'7".
He was in a singing group.
I don't even know who he is, but he.
Oh
I
damn, what
remember
happened
the
to her?
husband. I do. And she was fine. I ain't gonna lie. So was my girl that's married to Anton. What's her name? I don't know her
Who
name.
was married to Anton?
She still is married to him.
Anton
LaShawn?
Daniels?
No, Fuqua. Anton Fuqua.
Oh, you talking about
Um,
the movie guy?
yeah, you know her name.
Let's see. I find it.
Sunshine. Sunshine. From Harlem
Sunshine is
Nights.
married to Antoine Fuqua.
Yeah, from Harlem Nights. I can't think of her name. Y'all help me out. Y'all fellas know her name.
Lila Rashawn.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know she was married to him. I didn't.
Mm-hmm. They still married.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I remember she used to be bad, boy.
Man, I mean, wow. Wowzers.
Lila Rashawn was. Whew.
I mean, I agree. And to me, Robin Givens, people don't give her a lot of props. Robin Givens is one of my favorites as
I
well.
think she turned to be ugly when she had that incident with Mike. Everybody was like, man,
You guys like,
she was just too skinny.
so was Whitney Houston.
Yeah, but she was sexy with it at a point in
You
time.
don't think Robin Givens was sexy?
She was sexy, but no, I'm saying it once she got that incident with Mike Tyson, that's when people kind of like turned on her like, ah.
Y'all turned on her.
Remember when Halle Berry used to be the shit?
I do. My hair, I had a Halle Berry hairstyle.
And people was like, man, y'all just like her because she light skinned.
No, I didn't think that. Yeah, but he said, I didn't think, I didn't, you know what? People used to point out my dark skinness to me. Like, it was never in my mind. People would point it out to me. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, you cute to be dark skinned. I'm like, huh?
What
You
was
know,
the other chick who was on Harlem Nights? She was fine.
come on, who Harlem Nights? Who?
Besides Lita Rashawn, the one who was with Quick. What's her name? She was
Oh,
on
come on, Jasmine Guy?
Jasmine Guy, yeah. She was cute to me.
She wasn't, I mean, I wouldn't, she wouldn't be on my bad list for women. She wasn't ugly.
Malcolm say Robin Gibbons was
She
fine,
was
was
bad.
bad.
She was.
She
And the other
was.
one who played well to me in Sugar Hill.
Who?
They said she a crackhead now. The one who played I don't know none of their names. She played in
Let me
Sugar
see.
Hill.
Romello,
Little
girlfriend.
girl, the one, yes. Help me out with her.
What's her name?
She was in Bad Boys too. She played as Martin wife.
Yes, they said she a crackhead.
Oh,
That's why she can't do it no more. I didn't even look it up because I was heartbroken.
Teresa Randall.
Teresa Randall.
That who you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah, she is. She was pretty.
Randall.
She is pretty. I always liked her too.
Me too. Um,
I always liked her.
dang. Hmm. So like now, who do you guys say? So we're naming them. We went way back. Who is attractive to y'all now? Who would be the
Hmm.
women today that y'all would be like, oh, she's bad now. Like her.
Shit, Angela Bassett still got it.
Okay, she's older. We're talking about the young females.
I'm trying to think. I don't know too
She
many
shit,
young black
shit.
females
She
anymore
killing some
and
of these
stuff.
young females.
Now she is though.
She is.
I'm trying to think though.
She is. I agree. Oh, Kiki Palmer.
She's cute.
Yeah,
Okay.
she
I like
cute.
that
She
one
alright.
girl, Coco Jones. Now I like her.
I'm gonna have to look at her a little bit
Coco
more. Okay,
Jones.
Coco Jones.
Coco Jones, I like her. I
Okay.
think
Who is
maybe
she?
it's my preference
Oh,
because I
we say
like
Rihanna.
dark skinned
Okay,
women.
Rihanna. Okay.
Yeah, Rihanna bad, of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I like this girl right here.
What about Victoria something something? My little cousin put me onto her. Who is that?
That's Coco Jones
Oh,
right
let's
there.
go. Okay. Make it big. Make it because I don't even know what she looks
Let me
like.
see.
Coco Jones. What about SZA? Everybody kind of really. Okay. Yeah.
I'll be damned.
That's okay. Okay.
SZA
I see her
riding
now.
ass.
Okay. I don't like Tyler. What a okay. What's that chick name? Tatiana Taylor. Y'all don't like her?
Yeah, I like her. She just got some strong features, but I
But that's
like
the
her
part
though.
I think I like about her, right? Because
Yeah, I mean,
I have like really a strong features, like I have, like like a look. Yeah, I like that about her.
but you know what? It's
Then she
crazy
got
because
some
some
strong features.
it's some females that got strong features, and I do like them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I
Tim's.
think what it is too. Most men, you gonna be like, because niggas goes, man, she kind of look like a man. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
So it just
Look, so you
that's what
don't want
turned you off away from them. You be like, man, I don't want nobody saying my girl look like a
to.
damn
Man.
man.
But so I think I like her.
But she's sexy though.
Who else? Okay. SZA. What y'all say on SZA? SZA gives me Shaka
I
Khan vibe.
like SZA.
I can see that. Well, Shaka Khan is.
I seen a young picture of Shaka Khan. She look good.
I mean, wow. Right? I mean,
She
like for
look
real, for
good.
real. I'm going to be going to go see her too. Because even I don't like her singing, but Gladys Knight actually is attractive, but I know she don't have like that look. But
Yeah,
I
SZA
think she's
fine. I like
attractive.
SZA.
Yeah, Sizzler. She got that Shaka Khan vibe. I agree. I agree. I like that. It was that one other girl. What about her?
Her, oh yeah, she's cute. I
Yeah,
think
she
she
cute.
she
Khan
just
is.
got skinny. She real skinny, ain't she?
I don't know. She looks kind of normal when I seen her last time. No, Shaka Khan. What? I want to meet her today, right? I'm gonna buy me some Shaka. You talking about my wig? I'm about to give me a Shaka
Yeah, her,
Khan
she
wig.
cute.
Um,
Yeah, what was that picture? They always show that picture of a young Shaka Khan.
man, I mean, any picture of her when she was young. I mean, my
Man,
goodness,
she look good. I'm like, damn. It's a
that's like,
particular picture though. I was like, man,
yeah,
she
okay.
look good.
I mean, wow. I would love to see her in person and like experience be in the. In, I know she used to do them drugs.
She was on drugs.
Yeah, she was on that shit.
Damn.
A lot of
Hey,
people.
what you think about Ella May?
I like Ella May. I like
Yeah,
Ella May.
she a cutie pie.
Yeah, she is.
Beyonce, Pam Grier was fine, definitely. My homegirl, her mother
I
looked
like Ella
like
May.
Pam Grier and Felicia Rashad put together.
And I like a female that don't gotta use a bunch of makeup. If she can just wake
Mm-hmm.
up and she just pretty to me, like I'd be cool with that. Maybe I'm just simple, but I don't require much. I
You
don't
know
need you to put
what?
on. I don't want all that shit anyway. I don't want to deal with
I'm
all
gonna
that
say this. I
bullshit.
was gonna say this in the space somebody was talking about. I
She's
think it
Benji said her is a weirdo.
was a weird.
Beyonce is typical, bro. That's why nobody ever mentions her.
Oh,
I
hers
mean,
was
in the
weird.
beginning, we all did because she was new on the scene, but yeah, man, after that, bro, man, nah. She just a typical light
Kelly
skinned chick.
Rowland. Kelly Rowland.
Oh, Kelly Rowland is yes, she
She's
a
fine.
10 to me.
She look better with time. She fine like wine. She get fine like wine.
But I
You know
liked her
what I'm saying?
then. Even
Yeah.
back then in Destiny Child, I was like, I like Kelly.
Do you know I met people who say they met them in real life and they always said Kelly, not trying to, I don't think they were trying to be biased, but they said Kelly was just more attractive
She is.
back then, in my age group, like 20, plus years ago, whatever.
She is.
So, but I was going to say something about that. Pam Grier was fine.
Yep, she was.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
She
I
still
think my
look good
parents had
too.
some they had some tape or some movie and her titties was out. I was like, oh
Oh,
shit. Like,
yeah, you had to do bucking them eyes.
man. Man, I was like, oh.
Oh, I
I
know
had
what I'm
popped
going
that
to
tape
say.
in and watched it. I forgot what movie that her titties was out.
I know what I was
Nipples
going
and
to say.
everything.
The makeup part, I'm gonna tell you, the Africans and the gays, I'm gonna say the gays and the Africans brought that heavy makeup in
Mm-hmm.
because I think it was last night. This is Tariq. I finally got to catch him last night, and the guy was like, black women, they don't look good. They wear all this makeup, and I wanted to. I'm never gonna really call in, but when I went to school for makeup, esthetician. And so when I remember going to Macy's and going to Nordstrom's and Saks to get a job, it was mostly gays, drag
Mm-hmm.
queens doing all this makeup. But now when you go on YouTube and you look for makeup tutorials and they look like fuggy dovey and then they got this other picture, they're a whole new person. That's the Africans. They have completely transformed makeup to make you a whole nother person. So a
You
lot
ever
of
see
the,
those little transformation videos where
it's
somebody,
Africans. It's never black
man,
women.
it's crazy. Somebody eyes be all big and they look crazy and they put all this makeup on
No
them. You be like,
teeth. I mean,
what
just
the hell?
they completely transform you to a whole looking other person. And when I did
Mm-hmm.
makeup, my thing was just to enhance what you have, not to change how you look. Like that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, it's the gays, that's that drag queen makeup, and the African women have made that into
But
this
that's one of
whole
those things that I
identity.
don't like that some black women do. When they
And
do that
we
drag
have
queen
took on
makeup,
that.
I don't
Yeah,
like that.
we call it. You got the whole Avon book on back in the day, like you got
Damn.
the whole Avon used to
She
be
said you
popular
got
back
the
then.
whole Avon book on. God damn.
Because you like a whole nother person. Because once you take that makeup off, you don't even look like yourself. Like you said, you want to wake. Just imagine going to bed with the chick, and then you wake up as a whole looking new person.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn!
You
But
want your
look,
money back? Give me my
hell
money
yeah.
back. I want my money back.
That's why I love to see a woman without all that shit on. Like, I swear I don't care
Give me
about
my
no
money back,
makeup.
girl.
I don't care about that
My,
Yeah,
my
wig.
money.
I
I
don't
like to
care
see you
about none of
beatless.
that shit, bro.
Yeah.
You gonna
Cause
love me for who I am, first of all.
hell yeah, cause that's what I really want. Because
Right.
if you can
Makeup and
just
no makeup and all.
if you can just wake up and your hair just wild or something, I'm like, man, she's still cute to me.
I
You
ain't
know what I'm
got
saying?
no
That's still my
hair.
girl.
I ain't got no
Like,
Right.
hair.
but if you got all this shit on, bro,
I don't
that's
have
really
no
a turn
hair.
off. Cause I'm like, why you got
Hello,
all this shit on?
hello. I ain't got
Oh,
no hair.
Are
you
you
don't.
bald head?
Mm-hmm.
You got a
She
wig?
bull.
I'm a
You bull
fiance.
jiving.
I
She
ain't got
got
no.
alopecia.
Oh, don't say that because a lot of my family members have it. I
You
don't have
bull jiving.
You
alopecia.
said you don't got no hair.
But that man got alopecia. But this is funny.
She
My
jiving.
a little fella came up. He was young, like 9. He was like, "Hello, my name is Daniel. I have alopecia."
Let me see something. Let me see what
What's
Benji
breaking
finna put up
news?
here.
You got no breaking news.
I gotta go over here to pull it up.
Kent, don't feed into this. You're supposed to be on my side.
What you mean?
What did I say?
I don't know, but just be
Hold
on
on,
my
why it's not showing all my comments over here? Oh, it's on. I gotta go to X. Okay.
just be on my side. Dallas rapper Yellow Breezy been arrested. I don't even know who that is.
Oh wow.
Let me
Yellow
see. Hold on,
Breezy.
I gotta see what he talking about. Yellow
Yellow
Beezy.
Beezy. He
Oh
been arrested
man.
for Mo 3 murder.
Oh, you know they had been saying that, bro.
Hey, what we
You
were
know
just
they
saying
had
the
been
other
saying
day.
that,
What we were just saying the other day. How they taking down all these music industry people.
bro. Rounding them up. It say Yellow Beezy charged with the capital murder of Mo 3. He's accused of hiring Kevin White, the shooter who chased Mo 3 down on the highway to carry out the targeted hit. Hold
Wow.
on, let me see if I can pull up something else, bro. That's crazy.
That's him right there. That's
Yeah.
Mo Yellow Breezy.
No, no, that's Yellow Beezy. You know they always said that because them niggas was beefing, but you thinking it's just somebody else. Let me see what I got.
We just
See if I
killing
can
each
pull
other
up something.
off.
It's crazy, ain't it?
That's why we got low numbers. People be thinking this is a joke. It ain't no joke.
Damn. I'm trying to see if I can see some type of. No, that's old right there. I
Kent,
just
are you
play
in the
this.
South? You gonna play it?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Huh?
play. What you
You
say?
in, I was talking to Kent. Are you in the South or?
No, I'm in Illinois.
Craft, design, and launch NFTs
About 40 minutes
effortlessly across
outside
multiple.
of the Shy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Chi-town.
No, I'm 40 minutes outside of the Shy. But I'm
Okay.
from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I grew up there, born and raised there. But I live out here in Illinois.
Okay.
And some breaking news coming through the Hip Hop News Uncensored. So, Texas artist Yella Beezy has been
Say he got shot the
officially
fuck up.
charged with capital murder in connection to the
Wow.
2020 death of fellow artist Mo3 or Mo3, however you want to say. Now, this is a shocker to some. Some is definitely not a shocker to. I'll give you some information that I had about this, and I'll let you know. So it says the grand jury of Dallas County, state of Texas, duly organized, in January, term 80/2025, the Criminal District Court number 4, says that they now, right, have put out a warrant for the immediate arrest of Yella Beezy, signed, sealed by the grand jury. They're saying that, Kwan White did then and there intentionally and knowingly caused the death of the said deceased by shooting a deceased with a firearm and a deadly weapon. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I've heard through the grapevine because, somebody that I know was in Texas, and people in Texas already kind of know, especially that area, kind of already know what was going on. That's all I'm going to say. That's what I heard,
I'm
right?
telling you, hey,
And when
look,
somebody told me
I
that,
don't
I'm
mean to
like, oh,
stop it, but I'm telling you, like, I'm around this area and people been saying that, bro. But I just never, I don't know. I was like, I know they've been having beef, but a lot of people have beef and then somebody get killed. But to actually know that that person had something to do with that shit, crazy right there.
Yeah,
And they catch
it
him.
it, it was speculated that BZ had his hand in this somehow, some way. Man, the chickens is coming fucking home to roost.
Ain't they?
These
They ain't
cats is
playing with
me,
these niggas,
man.
bro.
Hey, I wanna I'm gonna put a hint out there who I think can be next. And I'm gonna just say Memphis.
Oh, all right, yup. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He next, bro. You damn sure right. You damn sure, bro. I expect him to get. They gonna do it. They going after these dudes, bro. This is something that's like the feds probably got like what they call it, operation. Was it takedown that they when they got
Right,
Big U them?
They
This is
just
something to
connecting the
deal with these
dots.
rappers. Yeah, they just connect the
Yeah.
dots, bro. They going online, watching these videos, watching what niggas saying, listening to these records, and these niggas is talking crazy, and they busting them. They using it as
Right.
evidence.
Like,
That's
Right.
all
oh,
it
what?
is.
And they said, yeah. But that was years ago. Now to see this happening, it's like, oh, okay. It finally, you know what I mean? It finally hit the fan. So this is
Sure ain't
crazy.
no
It's a
statute of
lot of stuff
limitations.
actually going on. A lot of stuff, you know, that dropped today. K Flock case I'm gonna get to. You know, Big U hit with the Rico, and now Yella Beezy is now wanted for the murder of Mo3. Now he was arrested. He was actually arrested, you know, earlier, and people at the time did not know why he was arrested. Probably about, you know, earlier today, but now we know it's in connection for the murder of Mo3. Now it was some footage that came out that I'm not going to show out of respect for the family, you know, of, you know, the story pretty much went like he pretty much was in a wheel. He was on the highway, and the dude ran down, walked him down, and finished him off on the highway. Now, what I kind of hear about the situation is that it was an ongoing thing down there. You know, obviously a musical rivalry, and one thing led to another. Somebody had to go. You know what I mean? So, condolences once again to Mo3. I'm not sure if we covered it. I think we did cover that story, but if we didn't, crazy. Now Yella Beezy's going to be in jail, and he'll have to fight this capital murder case in the state of Texas. Shout out to Texas. Y'all are, especially Houston, but Dallas, Fort Worth, all the area. Y'all are like the number 3 biggest viewers of this channel. I really appreciate y'all checking the content out and rocking with your boy. But you heard it here on Hip Hop News Uncensored. Yella Beezy arrested for the murder of Mo3 Mo 3, a rising superstar, a straight up and down superstar
Oh yeah, he
that was
was on his
gone
way, bro.
too soon. But there's a lot of See, a lot of y'all don't understand that a lot of this music stuff, a lot of these guys are tied to the streets. And some guys really can't sever them ties. And it's just like you going home. Like you ain't expecting nothing to happen in your hometown like that. But that's where things happen the most. That's where the jealousy, that's where the envy is. Cause remember, you're an artist, you know, and you maybe you started after somebody or at the same time or before them, and you rise above them. Some people might feel some type of way about that. Some people think it should be them. And not saying this is the case with this situation, but I understand how it goes. And next thing you know, one thing leads to another. Look at Nipsey and the dude, man. The dude was an inspiring rapper. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Texas, I want to hear y'all, man. What do y'all, how do y'all, I should say, feel about the situation? It's your brother, Hip Hop News Center. My peace.
Man, to me, it's crazy because it's like,
Sliding on shit, nigga. Say I ain't stupid.
what the hell? Yeah, man, it's just crazy to me because sometimes I think, don't you think that they would benefit more to just capitalize on the beef instead of killing each other? Y'all could make a lot more money just making these records. Instead, y'all kill a nigga, not somebody finna go to jail. Somebody gonna die, and then the other nigga gonna go to jail. Just make some money off this shit. Like they say, all publicity is good publicity, whether it's bad or good. If you lost, then shit, then play on that. But hey, these niggas, man, they out here really killing each other. But I don't think the Fed's playing with these niggas no more. You start doing all of this killing each other and shit, man, they finna come pick your ass up. Them days is over when you can get on these records and say what you did or speculate about what you did or throw hints that you killed a nigga and whatnot. That shit ain't gonna fly no more, bro. They gonna come pick your ass up. They gonna use whatever you said against you. Just like they say, what you say can be used against you in the court of law, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. You talking crazy, they're gonna use it against you. You make a record, they're gonna use it against you. You do a video, they're gonna use niggas will do a video and have a what is it? A fucking dramatization and make it seem like it's a nigga that they killed or something. and it kind of looked like the nigga. They gonna use that against you. Why'd you find somebody that looked just like this guy who died? He got on the same clothes and it happened at the same spot. Just this different. They're gonna use all that shit against you. So people can play around with this shit all they want to, but this shit just ain't gonna fly no more. It just ain't.
A Dallas rapper is dead today after he was shot on I-35. 28-year-old Melvin Noble, also known as MO3, was shot on I-35 northbound near the Beckley-Zane curve. DPD says that Noble was approached by a gunman, a suspect who was driving a dark-colored vehicle. Noble apparently got out of his car and ran southbound when he was shot. Police also tell us that the gunman shot an innocent bystander as well.
The suspect, who was armed with a firearm, began firing several rounds at the victim, striking him. In doing so, the suspect also struck
You gotta get another earpiece, my guy. That ain't gonna work. That's crazy.
an innocent bystander who was sitting in his vehicle.
Well, Noble was taken to an area hospital where he was later pronounced dead, while the second victim's injuries are not life-threatening, we're told.
So that was when Mo3 died, but now that they saying that they picked up
Warning.
Yellow
This
Beezy,
video contains
that's
themes
crazy
of
to me.
violence.
That is just crazy to me. What is this that popped up?
Oh, I thought they seen it.
Or it's just somebody capitalizing off of all the murders and shit. The murder of Mo3. He done made a whole 2-hour and 44-minute documentary about it. Bro, this is crazy. They is picking these niggas up. This shit is not a coincidence that you got Big U, P. Diddy. I mean, this shit is not a fucking coincidence. Now Yellow Beezy, they going after these rappers. They're going after these rappers. And just like you said,
Don't
Mark,
forget Dirk.
They gonna go after them dudes. They got Dirk. I mean, they going after all of these guys. And what'd you say? Yo Gotti? They going after Yo Gotti. They gonna get him, bro. Because they said it in the trial. What was they saying? It was they were supposed to get a guy so much money, but they only gave him $800, and they said it came from CMG. Because I was reporting on that. So it's like they just building the case on these people. NBA young boy. Yep. They're not playing with these dudes no more. They're not playing with them at all. All of that shit you talking on these records, you're not finna just go home after you say this shit. You may go home for a few weeks, but they finna start taking your ass in. So all this talking that niggas is doing and saying on these podcasts and records, I'm telling you, that shit finna dry up. Kodak Black, yep.
Moving their ass out the way for a reason.
They moving their ass out the way. They doing too much talking. And really, they living a life that they don't need to live no more. Why is you living this life? What is you doing? You got all this money. Fuck the streets. Fuck that shit. And speaking of that, you remember we was talking about Big U yesterday? And then they said, just some more stuff was gonna come out. But just these different clips just keep coming down my timeline, right? And this one said a rare 2020 clip resurfaces of Whack 100 airing out Big U. Airing out what Big U does to his victims in a podcast with Gilly and Wallow.
Wow.
So I just wanted to show y'all this.
Hey, fuck that beat.
The nigga told a motherfucker.
POW,
the
man.
nigga told
Prisoner
a motherfucker he
of
wanna
war.
rub on
Okay,
toes,
in the
huh?
prison?
Yeah, when I was in prison, I was a prisoner of war.
You was a prisoner of war.
Yes, sir.
You did the fucking crime that they did.
Thank you.
God damn it.
The fuck is he talking about?
The fuck are you talking about, you?
Benji say Future talk about drugs in his music and he don't even use them. That shit is crazy. Now that shit, when I found that out, that was crazy as hell to me, bro. That shit was crazy. Cause he make all these records about popping pills, sipping drink. I mean, all of this drug abuse. What was the one song he had?
Damn, I didn't even know that. I didn't know dude don't use drugs.
Bro, it's crazy. He made one song about somebody's the Perky's calling. Perky's calling me. I think that's what it was called. Like Perky's calling me. The Perky's is calling me. And he don't even take the shit. Man. Not only is you full of shit, but you spreading bullshit on your own people. Making a theme song for the shit. Making a theme song for bad behavior. This is the wildest shit. This shit is wild.
You mean? So you was in prison for no reason? Did you get caught?
I was in prison. I was working for my people.
You was working.
The fuck? So,
modern day Robin Hood. Listen, you know what? I'm not gonna even say nothing because I can't. You was really working for your people, right?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so trunks and all that type of shit. All that was incorporated.
I was pushing the agenda.
So your agenda involved
He was cleaning the neighborhood.
trunks and rope.
So I was bagging my
Now don't whack 100 sound like somebody that's trying to set a nigga up. This nigga whack 100 sound like he's setting a nigga up, bro.
Right, leading them into some bullshit.
Yeah. Man. Whew, I think this internet shit finna stop, bro. All of this entertainment where people been getting where you can go online and listen to a nigga talk about his gang activities and what he used to do. I think that shit gonna stop. But you said it ain't gonna stop. You said it wasn't gonna stop, Dark Ken. I kind of feel like some
I don't
niggas,
think so.
it may not completely stop, but I think a lot of these people, they just gonna get off of that shit. They like, it ain't worth it. Not for me. Not for me.
My victims.
Closets.
Yeah, I was bagging my
dark places.
I was bagging my
Now
victims.
was this acts happening against your people
They were doing
or for
stuff.
your
I
people?
was helping my people to advance.
so whack. You went in at 16.
Hold on. Benji say gang shit, it ain't gonna stop. Now I don't think the gang shit gonna stop, but as far as niggas coming online and talking about it, you don't think it's gonna dry up, bro? You don't think niggas gonna be not so quick to come on and make do a podcast or do an interview about some shit that they did?
Oh, Rob, let me tell you this, man. I came
Go
across
ahead.
a
I'm
video.
listening to you. I gotta run to
Oh,
the
my bad.
bathroom real quick, but I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
I came across this video of this that brother who got caught up in the suite with the rolling 60s brick baby. This man said on camera, I got more murders than you got squabbles. This man is on video saying this. I got more murders than you got more squabbles. Dudes is really telling on themselves.
Can you send me a link? You got the video?
So what the
The last time, yeah.
Okay.
I was in solid.
Did you go in as a youth?
No, I just I just time.
I mean, that was, but I mean, I started doing time like 11 years old.
Because
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. This man said he got more murders. That's crazy. But Benji, Malcolm, you don't think it's gonna dry up, bro? You don't think they're gonna stop getting on podcasts and doing interviews and whatnot? I already know the gang stuff ain't gonna stop. I pretty much know that, bro. I just know it. But I just feel like a lot of people ain't gonna be so quick to just say, man, let me get on Vlad TV or No Jumper. Yeah. So they'll stop talking, but gang shit ain't leaving. Yep. All right, that's just because that's what everybody's getting caught up on shit that they've been saying. Everybody getting caught up on their own words. ARL was the first internet casualty. Yep. I don't even remember that much about ARL. But I know he was into it. What did Meek Mill? Oh, here you go. Here you go. It say ARL snitching on himself. I got it right here. That came up quick, didn't it?
Motherfucking lame, you fucking cock blowers. You cowards, man. Come see us, man. I swear to God, you come down this block, your shit gonna get filled up with so much fucking smoke. Nobody gonna make it off the fucking block. You come down this block, is nobody gonna make it off this fucking block, man. I promise you won't make it off this motherfucking block, man. Anyway. On everything I love. You come up on us, man, you're not gonna make it. Niggas gonna blow your shit clean off, man. This is my little big brother right here.
He got shot in the head twice. Killed the nigga in the same night.
This nigga gang. This nigga Kelp probably bigger than my drink, man. I'm keeping it on your yard, man.
And I'm a little nigga.
This nigga Kelp something serious, man. I already took 13 shots, nigga. Nigga. And I don't know what it's for, you know why? Because I kidnapped niggas, I robbed niggas. I killed niggas. I got a lot of shit I did.
You know, like a shoot and run, like that's a very serious situation. Like I'm assuming you know who the person is.
Actually,
yeah, that sounds very personal.
Actually, I never really found out who shot me because, well, I've been into a lot of shit. So I keep it all real. I robbed a couple niggas, took some bricks from some people recently, right? Well, actually, I was selling somebody some crack, and I was serving somebody some crack. I mean, I'm gonna get it. I'm the type of dude, I can't be broke. You see, I got this whole building, I'll fix this shit up from what? I don't make no money off rap.
Let me see. I got some comments over here. Malcolm says Tax Stone started his bullshit with Troy Ave on the internet. Yep. I just looked into that when you spoke about it. I found something on that. It's a little bit long. I ain't gonna get too much into that.
This man just gave away his whole operation.
Didn't he? He up here talking about I killed niggas. Damn, crazy.
See what I'm saying? They don't even have to be on a platform.
They don't. They just put a camera in front of them. I'm gonna tell it all. Nubian King say
and this
politics
just to convince the world that you really like that.
That's it. Just to show that I'm that nigga.
Right.
But now I'm that nigga in jail, or I'm that nigga finna get the death penalty.
Exactly.
Stupid shit, bro. Nubian King says politics ain't nothing but a joke. When will my people wake up and understand that none of these politricksters give a damn about us? Man, look. They ain't gonna never understand. They ain't gonna never understand. I think he may be looking at the previous part of the video.
I extort people. I extort motherfuckers too. It's one of my hustles. Got shot a lot of times behind it. But they pay my own houses and shit. It pays called Badlands. I was coming out there. There was somebody at the corner wanting to buy an ounce of crack off me. So I'm coming out the crib ready to serve my ounce of crack. But they coming from my side. Like they drive my side, I said, meet me on this block. You know what I'm saying? So I come out the curb, I see the boy that's like, yo, I was shooting the DVD going, man. I see him dark, whoa, I'm like, this nigga shooting the DVD, this nigga got a beard. Big ass, looking like a gangster ass nigga, like, what the fuck type shit is this? So long story short, they had to put the camera out. I'm like, yo, I gotta bust a trap. Like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? I was always selling drugs and shooting motherfuckers, man, the whole time. That's why I went to jail. Luckily I beat the gun case. It was drugs and I had a gun.
Over 13 times.
Yeah.
What happened around that whole situation?
A lot of shit. We robbing people. I wrote a bunch of savages. See, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I talk a lot of shit. Because it's not just me. I'm just a rapper. Imagine the guys that there's 10, 15, 20 guys that I call when there's trouble. And I'm on record for murders and shit like that. So imagine the other motherfuckers, they can't even be around people. They savages, man.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn!
Did they push you to rap?
Yeah, they want me to save them from this shit. They don't want to be robbing niggas and kidnapping niggas. And I got shot 10 times. I tied the nigga up. No, I don't think it's from that. It could have been from that. It could have been from a motherfucking cousin robbing the Dominicans. It could have been from my right-hand man tying these niggas up. You feel what I'm saying? They do all this shit, and since I'm the forefront of this shit, I get caught up in everything. That's what I got to do. I was there. No, I ran that shit. I took when they come to my block, when they come to my set, my hood, want to go to war, I took them to war. Me. I took everybody to war.
Make it make sense.
These motherfuckers, every other rap niggas, they didn't do that. They probably was involved, was one of the guys that was around. No. They'll tell you, out there, one of the worst nigga from my neighborhood, he like the Debo of the neighborhood, but he just killed motherfuckers, kidnapped them. I'm the only one in my neighborhood that took him to war. The only one that gave him gas. The only together. And we've been together ever since. And then it was situations in the street situation that caused for Skinny to get brutal. And I watched him get brutal. And every time I called him and needed him to get brutal for me, he came with a smoking gun. And then he went and cashed everything. If I say Skinny, get in the car and go catch a triple murder, I understand he gonna do it.
What the
Wow.
fuck, y'all? God damn!
You dig what I'm saying?
Wow.
These niggas are insane,
Everyone knows
bro.
about AR Ab, and now he ran the.
They insane, dog.
That's crazy.
I mean, that was a compilation of him just telling on himself, and that's exactly what he did. He just spilled the beans on everything. He didn't give a fuck. He trying to be hard. He trying to tell what he did. Like,
Right.
you don't think somebody gonna clip this,
They're
save
not
it as
taking notes.
evidence? Nothing. Nothing. Look, man. I don't
Just
know what more to say.
voluntarily, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
AR was involved in Cassidy's case that landed him in prison for attempted murder. I remember that shit about Cassidy. You got to refresh my memory. I remember something about Cassidy. I know he did get in trouble. God damn, bro. These niggas they just tell on themselves. Like I said, for a minute, it was like nothing was happening. Everybody was saying shit. Everybody was coming out saying what they did, and yep, he did. He did 2 years. Uh-huh. I might have been in high school at the time, because I remember when that shit happened, Cassidy had kind of just started popping. And then his career just fell off because of that shit.
Yeah.
Man. It's really a sad thing, bro.
Yeah. They taking them down one by one.
Mm-hmm. Now you got Yellow Beezy. He done got picked up. That shit gonna be big news tomorrow. I think it's really something going on. They done made a concerted effort to start going after a lot of these cats, bro. And it's
Right.
to be honest with you, it probably got something to do with this Trump administration.
Hmm. Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised at all.
They on some type of crackdown. It's something going on.
Yeah. Them boys wasn't finna get off that easy and walk away from this.
Nah, maybe for a small moment in time.
Right.
But you know
They
what?
had that in
What?
their back pocket, just waiting to use it. That Trump card. Hmm.
But when it comes to like Yellow Bees, I wonder because it said another guy was. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna pull up an article. Let me see what I got. I'm gonna just okay. I got an article from Dallas. The brief, it says a Dallas County jury formally indicted Marquise Conway, also known as Yellow Beezy, on Tuesday for the murder of Melvin Noble, also known as Mo 3. Investigators say Conway hired Keywan Dontrell White to kill Noble. Noble was killed November 11, 2020, in the middle of I-35 in Dallas. Police say White shot Noble in the back several times as he tried to run away. Conway was arrested on Thursday and is being held in Dallas County Jail. A bond has not been set. Now, my thing is, if Conway was arrested, how would they know that Yellow Beezy got something to do with it unless he told them that? Because I'm pretty
Right.
sure maybe they seen Conway on tape or probably got a license plate. They
They
got
had
something
some
tying
type
him
of
to the murder.
footage. They
Right.
had some type of footage showing dude in the act and all that. So it's like, damn, it looked like you, and then you hanging around Yellow Beezy. I
Yep.
mean, man, it ain't that hard to do the math.
I'm like, man, that's your homeboy. You in this music video with him and all of this
Right.
shit.
You think they ain't gonna put two and two together?
You know they is. Say Marquise Conway, also known as Yellow Beezy, was formally indicted by a Dallas County grand jury on Tuesday for the murder of Melvin Noble, known as Mo 3. Investigators say Conway hired Keywan Dontrell White to kill Noble. Conway was arrested. They just repeating themselves. Investigators say Noble was in his car on the interstate when White, while wearing a ski mask and holding a gun, approached his car. Police say Noble got out of his car and started running away when White shot him in the back several times. So he caught him in traffic. There go White right there. White was arrested a month later and charged with murder. Oh, he was arrested a month later after it happened. Hmm.
Hmm.
He had to tell on him, bro. He wanted to get his sentence shortened. If they arrested him a month after it happened
And
and
this
charged him
happened
with
in
murder,
2020. So we talking damn near 5 years ago.
mm-hmm. That nigga then came forward. He want that time knocked off
Hmm.
because they
Maybe he
charged
wanted
him. Say
to.
he's serving a 9-year prison sentence for firearm charges connected to the shooting. So maybe he hadn't got to the case, where they charge him with the murder and see what type of time he was gonna
Right.
get on that. So he didn't gave old boy up. So whenever he go to trial, he probably gonna plead guilty and just take a lesser time. That's what's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
but he gotta, if he willing to tell on Yellow Beezy. I mean, they already, you know, got you charged and hemmed up now, so it have to come from the, a main source, somebody in
Mm-hmm.
your circle again. So
Yeah, somebody told.
They had to. he know who he know all parties that was involved or that knew. You know what I'm saying? Yellow Beezy, that is. So I'm pretty sure that narrowing it down wouldn't be that hard because only probably a small amount of people should know about whatever this. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he trying to plot.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be interesting.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a long summer, bro. I think this shit just gonna keep popping up. More and more shit just gonna keep happening.
Yeah, but yeah, I definitely believe your boy Yo Gotti gonna
Yeah.
probably be next.
Oh man, if they getting all these other cats, then you know they building the case on him. They just got to make it airtight. That's all. That's all. Cause you know,
That's
old
why I
boy
said them boys
who
ain't walking away from this man without being unscathed.
mm-mm.
The boys ain't walking away from this man. They ain't
Cause
forget.
old boy who done got charged, you know he gonna sit in there for a while. Think about, damn, I got a long way to go. Fuck that, bro. And all I got was $800. Nah, nigga, I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna do about 20.
Then
I'm finna
somebody
tell on
didn't.
you.
Somebody killed Yo Gotti brother.
Yup, sure did.
So they're
Oh
gonna
man,
connect
I
all
forgot
them
about that.
dots. Uh,
Isn't Young Gotti dating Angela Simmons?
Yup.
Okay.
Hmm.
mhm.
And you gotta know her dad is like, man, you need to get the hell away from him. You know he been telling her that shit.
I was just thinking that, like, why would he allow that? But I mean, I don't know.
She grown. She
Yeah.
grown.
But me, and my
Maybe
that's
she trying to stand by her man type.
Yeah.
Maybe she
yeah.
trying that type of deal. I'm gonna stand by my man.
So then
Did
when
she
you
get
get caught
suckered
up
in
in,
after that song? Remember he made that little song and shit?
he was hunting her down.
He was.
I mean, any
He
woman would
made a
go for
song
that.
about it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he did that.
I don't know if he made a song, but he had
But it
put
was
it
like
in a song.
something.
Something about her in the song.
Like
Oh
he was
wow.
hunting
Damn.
her down. Everybody knew it. Like he was
Yeah.
doing all these whatever he was doing. It was
Yep.
public.
He putting these little verses
Oh
out and
wow.
shit, and he'll
Yeah,
be
it was
mentioning
public.
Angela Rye. He just kept talking about her.
She was like, "Yes, finally."
And then you know that whole gangster element. Some females like this shit. So,
Yeah, we like alpha males.
hmm well, he finna be a nigga in jail, so they gonna get him.
So that's another thing. So if she held him down, will we expect the family to hold her down? Like, can they excommunicate her now? Like we told you, and now you on your own.
You know what? I don't think Rev Run. He don't seem like that type of person that would do that. He just
Okay,
don't.
maybe not him, but another family.
Yeah, somebody else family, probably.
You
Maybe.
probably
Well,
it could happen.
it could.
You know your family outcast you because they warned you about, you know what I'm saying, dealing with this person.
Yeah, but
You
I
ain't
just don't,
listen
cause
to them.
Rev Run. He seemed like he was really like protective of them two girls, bro. I remember that show. He was like, you know, they'll be doing shit, but he was like, man, them my girls, them like Russ and Diggy. He just kind of like, man, y'all niggas, all right, y'all don't need to be doing this or acting this way. But he just was kind of like, whatever.
JoJo was kind of like that middle child. Like he kind of really didn't have a place. That was kind of sad.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
cause
he
he was
didn't have
trying to
a place.
rap and shit and be a
Yeah,
gangster.
yeah, and it didn't work out too good for him.
Yeah.
Now, Diggy is the only one that's
Was
actually.
JoJo his son too, or was that her son?
Oh, I don't. I thought that. I
Cause
don't
you know
know. Yeah.
them two girls ain't his
It's right.
wives.
It's not his wife's, and I thought
Yeah.
JoJo wasn't hers either.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think he is. I think it's the three
The
and
three
by the
that's
other
his,
woman.
right? That's what I
Yeah.
thought. I could be wrong. I don't
Them
know.
two boys is by her.
Right. Yeah. And then they adopted somebody. a baby girl.
Oh, that little girl. Sure did.
Hmm That was a good show.
Hold on, she didn't have. Oh yeah, because remember. Remember she ate them hot wings and then she lost that baby.
No, stop
You don't
laughing.
remember that?
No, I do not.
I don't mean to laugh, bro, but you
I
don't remember
know.
that? What was her name? Justine?
Justine, she was
Let
sweet
me
though. I
see.
really liked her. I
Remember
like
she
the
was
whole
like, I
family.
want the hot wings. I want the hot wings. And then she lost the
That did not
baby.
make her lose the baby. Yeah, I'm not going there. That did not make her lose
Hold
that
on,
baby.
man. They gotta.
They was just showing a skit of her trying to skateboard and she fell. That was a really good show.
I used to love that show,
I
bro. Cause it
did.
always ended good with him giving that little advice in that bathtub.
I was about to say that, yeah. And everybody needs that. A lot of people don't have fathers, so
I was kind of upset when that show went out. I was like, bro, I like this
it
show.
was
It's
too
like
wholesome.
it was a wholesome show. Like it
It was
wasn't,
too
I
wholesome.
don't know, BS. It was like just a real family.
It was too wholesome. We want ratchet, baby.
Damn.
I'm about to come up with a reality show.
What kind of show?
It's gonna be called Fuck Your Kids.
Oh, damn.
Really?
Damn.
So
Wow.
listen,
Okay.
no, I'm joking, y'all. So it was this guy on Twitter. The girl posted 41 and no kids. And he's
If you
saying
got the link,
that's
I'll
a
play
red
it.
flag. I do have. I'm sending it to you right now. And you're in the Hold on, I gotta go to my ex channel. It was interesting. I was very confused. Let me go to my bookmark there. Hold on a sec. Did I do? What did I put it under? Okay, education.
What you over there listening to?
Uh, don't you worry about that. Hold on. And I'm just it's Rick Ross right here. All right, I'm going to send it to your link here.
I'm seeing all these clips. They on her, but it's like not the right one.
Okay, I
I
just
think
sent
it's
it
just
to
one.
your your Twitter.
You sent it to me.
Yeah.
Benji said hot wings was just an excuse. It's nonsense.
Yeah,
Do
that's
you
like
remember
weird.
that though? But I mean, on the show they try to make it seem like she was like, Joey, I want the hot wings. I want to eat the hot wings, Joey. And she ate them fucking hot wings, and then
Yeah,
they
that don't
said
seem like
played the little
yeah, but
ambulance, and she was losing the damn baby.
Aww. I
Oh
think she was a
man,
high risk pregnancy anyway.
hold on, where the link at?
I
Yeah,
sent
she
it
was
to you.
old.
Yeah, she was older, not old.
She was old
She
hag.
probably like
I'm
my
just
age
playing.
now. She probably was like 40 something.
Hmm.
Am I old?
I don't see it. It's not in the chat.
Not in your chat, in your Twitter.
Oh,
No,
DM.
that's not old Chanel. That's
Thank
season.
you. Oh, well, I don't like that one either.
she
Oh,
over seasoned.
Yeah, seasoning. It sounds like some old ass chicken.
She over seasoned.
see,
I'm
I
straight
wouldn't even
getting though.
go in
I ain't
that far with it,
some old ass chicken.
but
You want this some seasoned chicken? Mm-mm.
damn.
I'm like 5 days old. I'm straight.
All right, I got your post right here.
Okay. Let's do this.
What was you asking about this?
Oh, you didn't see the post above it? It
Okay,
said,
I can go to the post above it.
okay,
Hold on.
yeah, please do. Thank you, sir.
It say any woman that's 41 with no kids is a red flag, and the coochie ain't hitting on that. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that.
We'll see. You know what? Okay. Let me call the police. Hold on. 911.
What the fuck, y'all? God
What? I mean, she claiming she thick. Well, she showing this little video that she thick, but she ain't got no kids, and it ain't hitting on nothing. Why? I mean, why is you putting that out there? Unless she was saving herself, but the way that she dressed don't seem like she the type to save herself. She don't seem conservative to me.
I need to get some other men opinion too.
All right, go ahead, Dart. Anybody else want to come up? I can send you a link.
What's up?
He wasn't even paying no attention.
It's a
I
video
was
on
looking.
this video right here that I'm gonna play it again. It says any woman that's 41 with no kids is a red flag, and the coochie ain't hitting on. That's what it seemed like to me.
Why
It
would
ain't
that be
hitting
a
on nothing
red flag?
because she ain't got no kids. She 41. She up
Hmm.
here dressing like she a thought.
Mm.
I'm not
I
seeing,
mean, women can probably say the same about men too.
and they do,
Men in
and
their
they say
40s
it's a
with no
red
kids.
flag.
Uh,
They say it's a red
yeah,
flag.
yeah,
They say
I
it's
can
a
see
red
that.
flag. And he right. Malcolm say he'll pass, ain't nothing special. Exactly. I pass too.
Not
I
the
don't see
special
nothing.
part, but the red flag part. I mean, just the red flag part. So she's 41, no kids. He said that's a red flag. So are we saying that women with no kids is a red flag?
In a way, yeah. Because you would think if they was really about something, that somebody would want to drop a baby in them. Even if they not married. You know how niggas is.
I read through the comments. I read through them comments because I'm
I'll read the
confused.
comments.
I read through them comments.
Hold on, let me
Not if you like her or
it's
not,
kind of
Benji.
hard to read
Just
the comments on a computer.
yeah. One of them said like, what the guy said? He was like, ain't nobody thought about I want this pussy for the rest of my life. Oh yeah, she trash.
He said what?
um, I guess when you men, when guess when you having sex with her, you didn't think about I want this pussy for the rest of my life. That means red flag. Like I guess if you having sex with her and you want to be with her forever, and she didn't get pregnant, like you agree, I mean, I'm just confused because now, but y'all talk about baby mamas don't date chicks with kids. Now she ain't got no kids. It's a red flag. Like no matter what you do, kids no kids is a red flag. That's my thing.
Raw doggish. Can y'all see that?
40 plus no
Did it
kids.
zoom in?
Yep, I can see it real good. I can.
Okay, I did zoom in. I don't know if y'all can see that I zoomed in.
40 plus with no kids really feeling until you file these taxes. Some dependents would be useful.
Somebody say
Okay.
husband? Question mark.
hmm
Are you trying to have any? She put no. See, she said no.
Oh, I didn't read her under her comments. I read under the other guy comments. But okay, so if she don't want no kids, wouldn't that be good too?
At this age?
Yeah,
At
everybody don't
41?
want kids. Everybody don't want children.
Yeah, but most men do. That's the thing.
I mean, she's not married,
Unless
so.
it's a dude that's like at the age where he don't want no kids.
But what if she met men that she never got married in her prime, and then now here she is, 41 years old? So would you rather have a single baby mama or her? Not her particularly, but just a single baby mother, or a woman with no kids at 41?
It depends on how many kids she had.
One. It's one.
Hmm.
1 and 0.
It's
41.
kind of tricky because I hate to keep adding more stipulation, but it's just other factors like what
That's
type
what
of
I'm
job
saying.
she
Y'all,
got, what she got going on.
okay, one baby mama, she ain't got nothing going on. 0 kids, she got
One baby
everything going
mama and she ain't got nothing going on.
on.
I'll probably take an old girl right there.
Okay, there you go. There you
But if she got something going on, I'm probably gonna take the baby mama.
go. Oh my God, I can't.
Cause it's a
I
red
hope the
flag.
ladies
It's
are
like, what is you
listening to
doing?
this.
What have you been doing?
Okay, she did not want to get. She did not
At
want to have
41,
kids out of
now she didn't
wedlock.
have. It's different than saying you ain't got no kids when you 30. Then
Okay, she didn't want
41.
to have kids out of wedlock. She
I
wanted to
don't
be
want no. I
married.
don't want no kids with no 41-year-old chick. I want somebody young.
Okay, so she's not your pick. She ain't your pick.
No, she ain't my pick.
She's not your pick. You're not the right ask. I need to ask somebody who want a 40-year
Ask
old.
Dark Kent. Go ahead, Dark Kent.
Their kid is younger too. You're not. That's not. No, I need to ask like an older guy.
Older guy,
Come
what?
on up, Benji.
Oh
You
please,
want to ask
Benji
Benji?
like to play with his food. He ain't serious either.
Oh, you said that's what you're looking for?
Who me?
Yeah.
I don't want no kids. I'm too old to have kids. Can you imagine a 45-year-old woman pregnant?
That's the thing. If it was a dude that wanted kids, he probably wouldn't pick her. But if it was a
Right.
guy that was at an age where
Right.
he already had kids and it wasn't a big of a deal, he probably would go straight for her because she don't have
Mm-hmm.
no kids.
Right.
But you already said it's a
Yeah,
red flag because
that's
she
because
just don't have no kids.
that's to me because I want
Everybody
I
was
want
saying
another
that
kid. I
on the
want at least
like
one more.
men were saying, "Hey, she ain't got no kids." I mean, even if they didn't want no kids, you ain't got no kids. Like that's an issue. Chanel can't have no more kids. So don't listen. Actually, I can have kids. And in
He
fact,
on
my
you.
doctor trying to get me to get that IUD thingy. But I don't do birth control, so I'm good. I'm gonna get an old man and have him knock me up.
You just want some old money. You want to go sit in the house
What?
so you can say, "Baby, come on, I got here. You need some money to go to the store.
I'm like, yeah, we got
Get
this
us something to
1-year-old
eat."
baby. We need a nanny.
Baby looking all
Yeah.
old.
See, look at you.
Baby looking like a grown man over
Like,
there.
baby look like my son came out looking like Fred Sanford. So yeah, he did. He was old as hell.
Some kids be looking like that. And then when they get older, they
He
don't
was
look
a
like that.
premature baby though. So yeah.
Bro, it's this one dude around my city. I know him ever since he was a kid, bro. I swear he looked
He like
like
an old ass
George
man.
Foreman. Man, he looked like George. Even now, you know what I'm saying? I seen him at the gym the other day. Bro, he still got that same face. It's like this George Foreman. He got the same head. It's crazy looking. But he
He's
he
special.
cool though.
He's
Yeah. Nah,
special.
he
But
cool.
he's smart. But he's smart. He's smart.
This
Don't
shit's
be hating on
funny.
me, Malcolm. Don't put that voodoo on me. Hell. See, men be hating on women. Just like they hating on the girl with no kids. It's like you can't win for lose. Y'all just some haters.
How are we some haters?
Benji a hater. Now Kent not no hater. Kent was like, well, that's not really a red
Ken
flag.
is a hater.
No, he is not. He was really being
Well,
He
I
cool.
got.
just hiding it right now. He just
Yeah,
hiding it
he
right
ain't
now because
had
you on here.
nothing. He chilling.
I probably take her.
You
I
and
probably.
I
Benji
know.
are haters.
I'm messing with it. I'm messing
Yeah.
with it.
I probably would take her. She ain't got no kids. I probably.
See?
That's
I
what I'm
would be.
saying. Because Ken, do
I'd be
you want some kids? Do you want some more kids?
nope.
See,
See?
but see, I want kids. I want at least one
Yeah.
more. So
Yeah, you
that's why
better
I
hurry
wouldn't
up.
take her.
With your old
No, I don't
ass.
need to hurry up. I'm old, so I can give me a young
Yeah, but
thing.
I mean, do you really want to be old with a newborn?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do
I
nothing
said,
with
I'm gonna
that
go to the
baby.
games. I'm gonna be dressed up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
You
be like them
having your
old
little
dudes with
your gator boots
With
on
my
that.
Jordan jumpsuit on, looking like I'm young. I'm gonna have my Jordan jumpsuit. You know what I'm
Really,
saying? With my little
women
chain and
really
shit.
shouldn't be looking to have kids past 30. I'll say, yeah, yeah, I agree. My parents was old though, so I know. I come from a different stock. But yeah, I agree. My
How old
cousin,
was your parents when they had you? In their
my mom
40s?
was 43 and my dad was 52.
Is your mom and dad still alive?
Well, my dad passed. My mom's still alive. Yeah. My grandmother was 44 when she had my mother.
Hmm.
My grandmother was born in 1897, baby. I come from good stock. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want no kids. I'm good.
That's how my grandma she had my great grandma she had kids because my grandma is the oldest, but her sister is man she probably about 20 years younger than her.
That's how it be. My mom and her older sister 20 years apart. Yeah. She didn't even know her sister until they was like in their 50s because she had got married. You know, my oldest aunt got married and moved, and my uncle was in the army, so she had
Well,
7
it's funny
kids.
because her sister, my grandma's sister, and my auntie is the same age. They was
Yeah.
her mama and her was pregnant at the same
Same
time.
time. Yep. Yep. That's how it be. But you got so many kids in between. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And your oldest is probably, she's young, tender. She's
Mm-hmm.
her first baby. Absolutely. I was with my cousin. They young. They just had their baby. She's like, well, that's you. She look good though. She's like 35, 36, and she's talking about they call her a geriatric pregnancy, but she looks great. And she worked out during her pregnancy and everything. So we just had a new baby in our family.
I remember this dude I went to school with. Well, he's my classmate. His when we was young, his mom was like looked real young, right? And his daddy was an older dude, but he didn't look old. You know how black
Mm-hmm.
people we just knew
Mm-hmm.
he was an
Right,
older
just
guy.
older, right?
Yeah, we just knew he was older. And his name was CJ, but bro, he was the calmest person back then. And even now he work at this bank. Man, he always chewing his bubble gum. He chew it real slow. And he just chill. And I remember, like, he was cold at baseball. He always been cold at baseball. I think he ended up playing for like the minor leagues and shit. But bro, it's like he just took on this old personality, man. He was never like over the top. If you
Yeah.
just spoke to him, he spoke back to you and just went on about his business. It was crazy. It was like he was an old man.
It's benefits to being with older guy. You gotta worry about the drama. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gotta
Yeah.
go through the rigmarole and everything. Everything is already done. Your parents had already been through the hard part.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the easy route. And that's the best way.
Yep.
I'm a benefit of that and I appreciate it every day. So
You what?
I'm a benefit of that. Having old parents. It's the best
I wish my
thing.
parents was old so I could have really done some shit. Got away with some
Okay, so
shit.
if you had a baby now, would your parents be able to babysit?
Yeah.
Okay,
My
great.
mom loves, man.
There you
Look,
go. That's what I'm talking about.
my
They want
mom
to
and
babysit.
my mom, bro, they
They
think my
waiting
daughter
for a
is
new
their daughter.
baby. Mm-hmm. You better get
They
to
think
work.
my daughter is their freaking daughter.
Oh, it is their daughter. Oh.
Cause they didn't have no daughters. They had
Mm-hmm.
all boys. So
You
when I
need to
had a
get
daughter, they
married,
like, oh yeah,
Rod.
that's mine. Huh?
You need to get married.
I know they be saying that, but I can't marry just any old body. I know what type of bullshit you can run across, so I can't play like that. I just be by myself if I'm
That's why I
with
believe in matchmaking.
you gonna set me up with some. See, but
Well, I'm in Michigan, so
people always try to set me up with some big old fat chick.
no, you want a slim, petite,
I like I like I don't I mean a slim chick, that's cool, but I mean I kinda like it with a
you
little
want a
meat on the bones. Not
cornbread.
not fat.
You want a cornbread.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
not too thick
Cornbread
because I
fed.
don't want her
Cornbread.
too thick because she gonna get fat.
Cornbread fed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not too thick. You know
she
them
will
them,
be
them chicks
cornbread
that
in
be
10
too thick, they
years.
get fat.
She will be cornbread in 10 years. You got to think about that, right? So she's
That's what I'm
slim now.
saying. I don't want her too
Hmm.
thick because she gonna get fat.
Right. So you don't want, right, exactly. So you want to, pace it out. And then also, too, somebody like me and my mom, we talked about this. Back then, they didn't have to really work out, but now you really do because of the foods and stuff or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same. So you got to be active, and working out and stuff. And we want y'all to work out too. So,
Oh yeah, I don't mind working out. I don't
hmm
mind that.
and
I
that'd
be
be
doing
good
that anyway.
too. Y'all can
That's
work
why
out
I've been working on
together.
myself anyway, so I ain't really tripping.
Teach the baby how to work out and eat healthy.
Yeah,
That's like the good thing right there.
I had my daughter going to the gym with me one
My
time,
son
but
works
I
out.
told her she got to buy her own membership. I ain't gonna keep
Yeah.
buying.
Oh, come on, Dad. You okay?
Man. Well, she just got a job. That's why I told her that, so she
And
can
that's
be
her
at
only
home.
expense.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. The gym I go to, man, that should be too
It's
high, bro.
expensive. Okay.
Yeah, cause she like too young right now, so they be they gonna put that little extra charge on you and shit.
It's over $100 a month for your membership.
Nah, it's like 45, 50.
Oh, that's
It'll
not
be
bad.
100 with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
the one I get, I got the little what is it, the
Mm-hmm.
hydro massage and all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I got all that other stuff.
Yeah. Work out together as a family. I think, and
Yeah.
be active as a family. I was trying to get my family to do like racquetball or let's go play tennis. Let's
See,
go do
that's what I
something
would be
active.
into.
Yeah, like
I
I'm
would
by
be into my
myself.
family like, let's
Hmm.
let's all go to the gym and
Hmm.
kind of just have some quiet. Like we really ain't even got to talk. We just all in there
Right.
kind of
Just
working out
yeah.
and what I'm saying, nothing
That's
major.
me.
And then like my little, like say I had like a son, and then he over there just hooping. Be at the
Hmm.
basket. Like I like that's the type of shit I really want to get into because that's how I was with my dad. Like my dad, he used to play for I said like he worked for this factory and they used to have like this little basketball team. He'll be playing with them and then he'll go to the gym and I go to the gym with him at the time. I wasn't working out. I just be in there hooping. I go to the
Yeah.
basketball courts while he working out and shit. So yeah, that's kind
You
of
know
shit
how
I want to
hard it
be
is to
on.
get black men to go work out with you. They go walking or hiking,
I would
biking.
do that. I would love to do that
Like
shit.
just any kind of outdoor activities. I really want to start doing some overnight camping and stuff up north and stuff. Ain't
You ain't
nobody
never
into
been
that.
camping?
Yeah, but nobody else. I'm doing it solo. Nobody else is
Oh,
into that. A
I
man?
went with my parents. See, that's the type of shit. My dad, he always been on that kind of stuff.
Well, I would be in little
Like doing a
type of workout.
camping overnight.
Yeah.
Hiking, doing some biking. Like I'll actually take trips to go to
Test
these spots.
your test your survival skill.
I know, right?
Yep.
I gotta cook. I gotta make a fire and stuff. It is expensive. You gotta buy all that shit and whatever. Because I want to do the heated tent. You get the fire
Oh no
going
no
and do the
no
heated
no no
heated
no no no
tent.
no! You don't
I
get
got
to
a
do that.
tent. I
You
have
don't
all.
get to
I'm
do that,
gathering all of
Chanel.
my stuff. Right.
Mm-mm. No
I
heated
want to
tents.
canoe to different spots on because you can go to the park, right? And they have like different. You can. I just that's my kind of thing. So anyway, it's hard to find black men that's into that.
See, well, you need to come to the South. That's what we be doing.
Well, I'm going to move to Alabama.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
I could
that's
do it in
right.
Michigan. We got a lot of great state parks here, but I want to be where it's warm. Warm all year.
Yeah,
At least well, Troy was cold this winter, man.
I had a bike, but my cousin, I got a cousin, man. He started using my bike, and
Yeah, I
I
got
don't
a
know what the hell he
bike.
done did with the damn bike.
You
I
got
just need
family in Alabama?
yes, the majority of my
Yeah.
family is in Alabama.
So you just moving closer to family, just want to change the scenery.
Yeah, and I want to grow my foods and stuff. Just kind of be in a warmer climate as well.
Yeah,
And do outdoor activities and stuff. Like that's really a part of my life.
nothing wrong with that.
That shit fun.
It's fun.
Going on the lake. See, we got a lot
Hmm.
of lakes around here in Texas, so I mean, like literally, like a
Literally, I
couple
was
of
thinking
miles away from me and shit. Like
I
you can just
got
go to the lake.
inflatable boats and stuff. Like so, like you can sleep on the water. Like they have.
Yep.
I got my
Have
compressor.
Have
I'm
you
like
ever
getting all
seen
of
that?
my gear.
You ever see that live on Twitter where I was going live and I was riding around that lake where my folks stay at?
No, I didn't.
Oh man,
I
I
don't
wonder
do
if I
Twitter
took it
live
down.
because it don't come out good for me on my end.
Man, I'm
It's like
talking about
choppy.
everybody's house is like on the lake.
Oh,
And
that's
I
what I
was
would love
riding
to
around it
have.
and they got their own little docks connected to their houses and shit.
That's what I would love to have. My own little
Man,
boat,
yup. Jet skis and
jet
all of that stuff.
skis. I want 4-wheelers, all that. Some dirt
That's what
bikes.
I was on. I was on the 4-wheeler riding around.
That'll be my life with my greens and cornbread.
That's what I'm man, look, I can't wait till I get to a certain age where I can just do that freely and not have to worry about going to work. I can just get up every day and do something random. Look.
Well, I love y'all. I'm going to bed.
All right. I think I'm gonna get
I
off of
got a
here
really
too.
busy day. Everybody have a good evening. Bye, Ken. It was good talking to you. Hopefully he's asleep. He can hear me, but I'll talk to
He
y'all
can hear
later.
you.
Okay.
He just misses you. He don't want you to
All
leave.
right.
Oh, please. No,
My fault.
he probably about to go to sleep too. Look.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all have a
All
good
right.
night.
Good
All right.
night.
I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, man.
All right. All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody coming through. Appreciate y'all checking out the channel. I really didn't get into too many of the topics that I wanted to get into tonight. We was just kind of chatting it up, which is cool. It's probably gonna be like that sometime, but as always, if you don't mind, make sure you hit that like button. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And any other platform, make sure that you share, follow whatever it is that you do. And I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Legacy.